Good morning. Good afternoon. This is the Experts About Nothing podcast. I'm your host, Wesley, and we back. Durante is disappearing into the background. Uh, but hey, we appreciate y'all joining us for another week. Brant, man, how you living?
Hey, bro, it's hey, happy 2024 to everybody. Welcome to a new year. Byron and I and the fellas, we talked about it. We want to dominate this year. That's our goal. So domination is what we're gonna do. And we hope that you do the same. So we're glad to have you with us for another year. And happy welcome to
I feel like,
2024.
man, we on the same page because I told somebody that, it's crazy. I sent you a screenshot. I told my brother that like a week before New Year's. I was like, bro, it's domination this year. Ain't no exceptions. I was like, hey, man, that's it. I feel like, we learn all the lessons we need to learn. We took a whole lot of L's, a lot of mistakes. Um, just L's, man, across the board. So it just, domination.
All right, Durante, man, what you want to tell the people?
Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen. It's a new year, new me. Not the same me, just tweaking it up a little bit. Because I'm still telling you, take a shower in 2024. I'm gonna start off with the show like that. Somebody wore deodorant the day I walked into McDonald's. I was like, ooh, I don't know if that's something old back there or in front of me, but no,
I'm sure it was in front of you.
But no, for real, everything good, man. The first couple of days been good. So just hoping the rest of the year continues to be successful.
All right, Byron, anything else other people before we kick this thing off?
Not much, man. Just I'm glad to be here, man. New year. Hey, man, just same results. Well, different results. Domination. That's it.
Okay. Well, with all that being said, let's go. Brent, you said you wanted to go ahead.
Go ahead.
What you said, Durante?
No, I was just going to say it's Highly Motivated Tuesday.
Highly Motivated Tuesday. Okay.
I'll take
all right,
that.
Brent, what you wanna say to the people?
I just want to say, Byron, my man West said you ain't got no fans. Listen, we had a little event at the crib, right? The person came by, they seen a couple episodes of the show. Now they made a complaint to me about not being as visible, so I sent them some links and things. Follow us here, you'll get notification when we go live. But that's side the point. I did that due diligence, and that was a user error so much more than it was a lack of something on our part. But anyway, that's beside.
Okay, good.
Brother Byron, I want to tell you, sis was like,
Mountain Dew.
She was like, I don't know, but y'all got that one dude on the podcast. And I was like, what dude? Because I had to hear it for myself. She was like, he always be having the hat on. He got the beard. He got the long beard. She was like, who, Jesus? I was like, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do nothing but crack up. I said, hey, man, listen, Mr. CEO here out here making moves, man. He out here making moves. She's like, where's people from? She asked me a whole bunch of questions. I was like, hey, man, I can't give you all that man's information like that.
Hey,
but you can message him, hit him up. Hit my man's up, yeah.
EA Sports.
If you don't know the way, you in the way. If you want to get in his way, I don't know. Go ahead with that.
Find him on Instagram. You know where he at.
But
hold on, they said we won't visible though. Like,
they won't get into. I don't think that they.
We'll talk tech issues later because Wessel.
No. We got issues. I want to address it so people hear it so they know how to fix it.
I'll let you live because you get on tech issues. We'll be here till about next week this time, and I ain't got time for it.
Shut up.
Wes, quiz him on the people that was watching the show. Usually when I say stuff like that, man, it was imaginary people.
Quiz who?
I mean, he giving you a compliment. I just let
he
that
gave
ride.
You a compliment.
If you want me to fully investigate that, I mean, I could.
Fully investigate.
We can do that after the show. I'm gonna put the girl government name out there like that. But
I know. I'm good.
I got you.
No, me, I'm just picking with West.
I got you.
Yeah, pick at West. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You know me, I don't mind asking questions now.
Hey Wes, I like to
what's up?
I just want to check something real quick. You said I came in what time? Because I don't know, my computer saying something. What time I come in?
Well, I don't know, but before these two.
Oh, all right, cool. I was checking. I wanted to make sure. I had to look. I ain't know.
Okay. I mean, I knew this is what you wanted to know. I can tell you the exact
Yeah,
time you showed up, but
that's all. That's just cool. What time? The other two come in.
right around
I tell
9 or
on myself,
so.
I got here at 8:58. I tell
All
on
right.
myself 8:58.
When the other person come in, I ain't
Right,
calling
right
no
around
number.
that same
He
time.
was here before
Right
I
on.
was, so
Okay.
that's
All
all
right.
I know.
Brent barely.
But
I
I
can tell
was
you
here
that right
before the
there.
other two. All right, that's cool. I just want to check that. That's all. All right.
Yeah, we made like 3-4 songs.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. All right.
But anyway, and any who's
I'm,
besides
I'm,
all that,
I'm
man.
glad you were here early, bro.
Hey man, you know they say it's gonna might snow tomorrow. That's crazy, right?
Yeah,
Don't
it's
do that.
crazy.
Don't do that. Don't you do that to me. Don't do that to me.
But will it be consistent snow is the question. Oh my gosh.
We ain't
Hey,
seen it yet. That's the only thing I know.
Mm-hmm.
hey, it's cool. It's cool when they do it. It's not all right when the other person does it. It's cool when they do it.
Hey,
It's
man,
cool.
I guess we work on y'all being more studious and on time-ish in 2024, I suppose.
Everybody was on time today, Wes. Just give us a check mark.
you know what my opinion of being on time is, but that's okay. Let's slide on past that, man. And I guess I want to ask y'all a couple questions about I guess y'all watch this college football play semifinals.
Yes.
Yes, great games, bro.
So I think that some of the people might be a little upset, huh?
Who?
The people that probably wanted to see some more Alabama, maybe.
Well, I'm so glad the SEC ain't gonna be in the national title game. I don't know about that. I'm about sick
Yeah,
of them
Nobody wants
fools.
to see the same teams
I'm
in there
happy
every
about
year.
that.
Bama is
I
always in
just,
there every year. So
you
we
know
need something
how
different.
you look at a team on paper and then they start revealing themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just,
I mean,
I,
didn't they kind of force Texas in there and now they outside? You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
They forced Alabama in there, and now they outside. They
I mean, well,
forced
look at
Alabama
Texas's
in there,
record, bro.
and I ain't worried about Texas. What the main thing was Alabama. Then Florida State decided, tweet after. I said, didn't y'all get beat 63-3? Never mind. I don't
Well,
want
they
to
had
talk
a
about it.
bunch of people. They had a bunch of people
They
like
didn't play.
They had a bunch of people that didn't play, which they did it on purpose.
yeah,
But
but I
still,
don't think that was
it
gonna
was
change that
funny.
score that much though.
I was like, hold up.
The question
But
that
nah, I was just happy not to see Alabama. I was like, thank God.
I just didn't want to see SEC team, period. But let me ask y'all a question. This go. Wes, did you watch the games too?
I watched some of them.
Okay.
I didn't watch them fully all the way through either one, but I watched some of both.
Wes will accidentally watch college, but not like fully. Like,
So I'll ask the three of y'all. Do y'all think that if Georgia was put, so let's take the other controversy. I know that Alabama won the SEC title, but if Georgia had got in, do you think they would have put up a better game against Michigan than what we've seen from Alabama?
I don't
Yeah, I
know.
mean, it would have been about the same.
Okay.
Maybe.
I mean, because it went into overtime, so I mean, it was good battle.
Yeah, you can't get no better than that. So
You can't get no better than that. Both games was tight.
Yeah.
Oh, they definitely were that, but it was almost like at parts of the game they were two different teams. Like
right,
Alabama was on, and then all of a sudden somebody turned on fumbleitis. They kept turning the ball over. Michigan got back in the game. I'm with you though. It was definitely a good game, but it was like at one period in the game, Michigan sort of went stagnant off. It's kind of funny, like watching it. Like I never really felt like either team in that game. Like I don't know if it's because the defenses were playing that well. I never really feel like either team played a complete game start to finish. Like I felt like they had a couple sequences that matched up, helped them score, take the lead, get the lead back, force overtime. But like I don't know if I ever felt like one team really came in and dominated. I feel like Washington came out a little stronger out the gate. Back and forth game, high scoring game, but I felt like they came out the gate and they were like more or less consistent throughout. Of course, that defense is different in that game, so there was really barely any. So I know that makes a difference.
Yeah, but Bama doesn't have that super athlete like they usually have. There's nobody that stands out crazy. You know what I'm saying? That could just open the game up that you got to put somebody over the top on.
Right.
He has to be double teamed at all times. There's nobody on that team, I feel like, has that.
I agree with that.
You know?
Ain't no Derrick Henry coming out no backfield. Ain't no Mark
Nah.
Ingram.
See, they always got a super athlete.
Ain't no Devontae Smith. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no Devontae Smith coming out of there. Hey, listen.
Julio Jones. Come on, man.
Right. Those I mean, I get what you say. I get where you're coming from though with that. But I mean, if Georgia got in, I feel like Byron said, it'd been the same results. But it was good to see good games. Like it won't blowouts. It was good games. I won't mad at it. But But going along with Brent, just happy to not see an SEC team, bro. Just happy about it.
Yeah, but who you got winning the whole thing though?
Durante?
Michigan. I'll give Michigan. I like to see Harbaugh with one.
I'll definitely I'll swing Michigan.
I'm going Michigan too. The boys went through the gauntlet. I think it's gonna be a competitive game. I'm not saying Washington will get blown off the map.
No, heck no.
But I do give Michigan the edge. I'm with the fellas.
I mean, it depends on what you watch and you see. Though I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Michigan might put them in the dirt. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, if the defense played tough, was Washington in for a long day.
Because you gotta think about it like this, man. Washington's only on the games that they've won have been close games, right? Oh, Michigan get out there and run on you. Sheesh.
I mean, but they got the W though, bro. Don't matter.
They have. What I'm saying is, if Michigan gets out there and controls the time of possession, I mean, it's it might be a situation for them. Is all I'm saying. And I mean, the thing with Michigan is they do have a decent enough running game from what I've seen, so they can keep the ball and like get the first downs they need to maintain possession. So if they maintain possession, keep it out of their hands, and they keep going up and down the field, it might be a situation for them. You know, Harbaugh has gone through so much stuff from not being able to, attend games and stuff.
I mean, a lot. And whatnot.
Yeah. So, I mean, for this team to come through and battle through for him, I mean, that might be where it's at. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, homie going through it.
At the end of the day, where he need to be at right now, and that's the only thing that matters. You feel me?
Facts.
So
yeah, speaking of time of possession, but none. It's just I look at Brent's hat, I get pissed off. I look at behind me, I get pissed off. So I rather watch.
I'm mad about it too. I'm mad about it too, and I'm mad for a different reason, but I'm mad too.
Oh, Brent, man, they've been giving y'all the business, huh?
I mean the business, bro.
Nah. Hold on, put me in the big frame. I need to talk to some people.
All right, hold on a second. I got you.
He pulling a me.
Talk to him.
Hey, listen, folks. Fans of the folks of this hat I got on. Okay, all right, listen. I ride with the boys. I'm here. First off, if you can't admit that we did not deserve to win that game on Saturday, you're a liar, and there's something wrong with you. Okay, we did not deserve to win that game. We won on a technicality. I know Detroit had 3 cracks at it. They don't matter. We lost on a technicality. The defense let them boys walk down the field and score. It is what it is. It is what it is. So we lucked up and won that game. So if by some stroke of luck, fellas, close y'all's ears. If by some stroke of luck we mess around, beat Washington, and win this division, it's not because we were the better team in the division, and that's saying something. Again, reigning defending NFC East and reigning defending NFC champ, still in the division. And while they might have some work to do, we know they've been through the gauntlet. We know they did that run last postseason. Dallas fans, don't get excited until we at least win 2 playoff games. Or we can win one. I mean, we're probably gonna win the opener, but hey, sometimes we look past people and don't. But stop getting excited. Stop getting up in Philly fans' faces. Don't say nothing to the Giants. Don't say nothing to the Commanders. Just sit down and for once, just be quiet. Be quiet.
Yeah, that's impossible. Now I will say this, Brent. Co-worker of ours, old Jeff, he wanted me to say this, but I wanted to wait until it happened.
Okay.
He said with Jimmy getting into the into y'all's ring.
You trying to say the curse is broken?
He said the curse might be broken now.
Okay, I got a question. And Jeff, if you're listening, I respond. And if I catch you in the meeting, I want to hear words. I don't want you to be laying low. If the curse is broken because Jimmy is in the Ring of Honor and him and Jared have made nice now,
that was fake nice, by the way.
How that going to affect the lack of discipline the Dallas Cowboys have on the field with penalties? Just so we're clear, Jeff,
y'all the most penalized. My fault.
No, that's the Jets.
That's the Jets now. We flip flop, but by yardage we probably still are. By yardage we probably
maybe.
Yeah. And again, if the Dallas Cowboys want to be the Super Bowl, wants to go to the Super Bowl, they got to be disciplined. But Jeff, I would just say, okay, that's cool. We got a symbolic win. Okay, they almost lost the game that they put the man in the Ring of Honor in, and didn't deserve to win that game.
This is true.
If the Cowboys find some way to be disciplined, maybe. For me, and this is the recommendation I give to any rational Dallas fan. I don't know how many of us that are rational. Don't get excited until you can get to the NFC Championship game. Get somewhere you ain't been in about 20 some years. and then maybe you can get a little excited. Until then, we got a lot of work to do. Don't get the yipping and yapping, because then you're gonna be the one got to eat crow when all your homeboys roast you when we get 1 and done or 2 and done. Don't play yourself.
So Brand, I know you mentioned the technicality.
Mm-hmm.
What was your view on the technicality? I mean, I know what I saw, and that ain't what they said that happened, but
well, okay, so there's 2 things. Okay.
All right.
One,
mind you, Brand, I mean, you've been in this kind. Well, not exactly, but
I've
been on the line.
Yes.
So you know how this goes. Would go.
There's 2 pieces to it. One, they sometimes in games they'll do the announcement to the fans, right? So you actually hear an audible announcement, in the arena. Like when I went to the Baltimore game and they had a guy reporting in, they actually announced that. Now I know sometimes they don't. They will still go to the defensive line, which we've seen in the results of him reporting that somebody was eligible. Okay. I don't know. I think that it was a weird scenario, and really maybe that should have stood. Now, granted, they said that he didn't, so they still had 2 more cracks at it. They failed both times.
They did.
So there is that piece of it, and they had a free play on the second try, so they got it in there.
It's true.
They could have declined the penalty on Micah, and then they would have won. But I will say the officiating has been bad. Like the previous drive when Dallas had the ball, they called a tripping on my man Ferguson. My man Ferguson got tripped by the defensive player. He got tripped by the backer. They missed that call, so that could have gave us opportunity to milk the clock out. But again, it doesn't matter about what woulda, shoulda, coulda. Dallas has got to be more disciplined, and they got to take care of business. They got to be better with time of possession stuff, especially in late games that they have a lead. And for almost the second straight week, a close game at the end almost came back and bit us in the butt. We got off on the technicality, so please do yourselves a favor. Don't get up in these Philly fan faces. They know what it is to win a conference championship since they've been adults.
But Brett, when the time matters, though, y'all always get, I don't know, the Lions always lose to you guys. So when the time matters, like y'all, I mean, it's the second time they lose to some crazy mess, with y'all.
Hey man, listen. The only thing I know is, I always say when Dallas and
Detroit last time it was in the playoffs, Dez took off his helmet on the field, and the corner was holding my guy's jersey, pulling the jersey, and they didn't call it. They picked up the flag. I've never seen them like that a day in my life.
I have.
I've never seen that. When it's clearly he's pulling this guy's jersey in the corner with his hand.
This guy telling him.
He having technical difficulty. See, that's more Cowboy stuff right there. They say, get him out of here.
Yeah. With his hands, his hands in his face is like he knows it. I'm like, okay, so they about to get this call, so they about to be first down, they about to milk the clock, and they about to win. Oh, they picked up the flag, so there wasn't a flag. And then there's the replay. The guy's pulling his jersey the whole time.
Man, StreamYard must be they must be some Cowboys fans over there, boy. They mess you all up.
And then Daz takes off his helmet in the field on the field. And hey man, that's 15 yards right there. I've never seen nothing like that.
Oh, well, listen, we had a time machine. I'll tell you that night I told Wesley, I said, Wesley, I'm convinced both teams trying to lose the game. I was talking trash about the Cowboys in the game before we got the call. I was like, I'm not sure either team wants to win this game. And it was a rough game to actually sit through and watch as a fan of either team, or generally as a fan of the game. I mean, both teams played very poorly in that game, and they scored, but they played very poorly in that game. But yeah, I don't know. The officiating is bad all the way around anyway, Byron. So that's a weird thing that happened in the playoffs. I agree with you. It's a weird thing that happened the other night. But listen, I think all of us on this call could agree that we've had each of us have been victims of weird, almost black and white play calls that go the other way that doesn't make sense this season.
Oh yeah, these refs been something else. I mean, they got
terrible.
They got Bron the other night, boy, on his birthday.
On his birthday, dog.
Bron said, I'm finna win this game. Well, tie this game right now. Put that 3 up. He put that 3 up. They said it was a 2. Looked at the replay and see court between his foot and the line. That's a 2, brother. It's a 2. Don't worry about it.
No, dog, it's a 2.
So the Zebras been something else. No, it was a 3.
It was definitely a 3.
Yeah, there's a clear space between his foot and the line. Like if you go back and look, but for whatever reason, even after the review, they didn't
Like,
confirm that it was a 3. They let it stand as 2.
You could have put 50 Cent between that shit. Like,
I
there's
mean,
no
standing up, you could you can't put 50 Cent on the side. Now it was
standing
close.
Up. Yeah,
It was close. Now I mean,
But it was close. But you can still see a little peep of hardwood between his toe and that
Yeah.
line. So
Definitely.
I mean, that was enough for me. I was like, his foot is behind the line when he started to pull up. That's a 3.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with you, but it's definitely.
I'm going to NBA. I'm over football. Honestly, I'm over it.
Oh yeah,
I'm over it.
my Eagles fans over it. I mean, y'all
I'm
still out
over
here
it.
in these streets.
I'm here. I'm with my team, but I'm over these motherfuckers. You know what? Keep it a stack.
All right.
11-5. If I would have told y'all we're gonna be 11-5, like I knew the future and told you, but I didn't tell you how would you feel? Like, oh yeah, 11-5 feels good, right? 11-5
Sound
feels
good.
great. Sounds great. We should be, if you want me to be honest, we should be like 7-9. Some people might not agree with that. Drop ball by Valdez Scanlon. Dak stepped out of bounds. The Rams game, Redskins game, that went into overtime. We should have lost that too. Bills game, 5 losses right there, turns to 7-9. When you look at it, we squeak by. Mind you, your record is what your record is. 7-9 means you're 11-5. That means you're a good team. But we're not a good team. I've seen people say, oh yeah, the refs cheating us. I'm like, all right, this last game, I need y'all to leave the refs alone. Because if we sit here and go into the second half, I'm gonna say that one more time. We're going to the second half up 21-6. If I told y'all that, you would think, yo, against a 3 and 10 plus loss team, we should, it's probably not 10 plus, but anyway, we should win that game, right? Should. Thank you. I'm cool with that.
Terry said the Eagles been skating and sliding by every game.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear that though. We should win that game, right? 21-6, right?
That sound like it. Maybe you should.
Why in the holy fuck did we let them score 29 points? I want to say that one more time. 29 points in the second half, and we only scored 10. And somebody's like, oh, well, it was a bad loss. And what fucking game was you looking at? You let a team score 29 points in the second half, and that's not a bad loss? Yeah.
So, Durante, let's let Byron comment on that. How you feel about it, Byron?
I mean, I thought it was pretty ugly, man. I mean, I thought the game was in a chokehold. You know, I feel like we got the ball starting the third quarter with up 15. You score again, man. Game's over pretty much.
Yes.
The only thing you gotta do is hold the ball.
I never in my life seen, and it was that, I forgot what possession. It might have been the last possession before.
We running bubble screens. I'm like, wow, why are we running screens?
Why are we running?
That's not our game, bro. We don't have speedsters like that.
I mean, y'all just retired Deshaun Jackson. Maybe I need to call him up.
Man, nigga, yes.
It's just, I don't know. It's just play calling, but the defense is just terrible, man.
Ass. I was saying it. I will continue to say it. We suspect.
Can't hold nobody.
We suspect. We ain't been like the beginning of the season. I'm like, all right, we might actually. I might take back what I said.
But Arizona is not a bad team.
Before we continue this talk, Byron, because I mean, it's just a curious question. Terry also wants to know what you eating that got you licking your fingers like that, bro?
Man, I had chocolate all on my fucking fingers, bro. I had to get this stuff off. Listen,
nope,
right here,
cutting it off. Hey, this is
the Girl
Scout. You know what? This is
my last.
Wes,
this is my last.
Flip this whole section right here. We need this right here on the radio.
But I had chocolate all on my fingers, bro. I had to get that off, bro. I ain't want to mess with the big dog at time.
Even when he telling you the truth, he's still smooth with it. Y'all caught that though, right? They didn't miss y'all, right?
No, I don't miss much Byron be talking about.
That's why I just.
Said Terry already hip to Byron in his mess.
right.
Damn.
The big dog CEO, but
cooler than the other side of the pillow, man.
I'm telling y'all right now, the rest of this NFL season is going to be interesting.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, okay, on paper, I mean, if you look at Arizona, they look like a good team. I ain't about to give them no credit. I'm sorry. This gonna sound so bad.
You
NFL
seen that
team
record?
any given Sunday, I'm cool with that. I get that. But if we're gonna sit here and say, and this is all the Eagles fans besides me, and say we're the most dominant team walking this earth this year. On paper, yeah. But the way we've been playing, and Brian Johnson, a dumbass, I'm over it. But you walk into that stadium and you lose the second half, 29 points. We don't even need to go into the playoffs. Give it to the Panthers at this point. For real. I'm so irritated, bro. Like, I don't think you understand. Jalen just playing like he don't care. I mean, we got Devon. It's not a serious injury to Devontae, so he should be back. But at this point, I'm like, yo, we can lose to the Giants too. Let them rest, bro. I'm cool with it. We're in the playoffs. Let them rest at this point. But I'm not a real Eagles fan. That's gonna be my line for the rest of the year.
What time do y'all play Sunday?
Oh yeah, I want to say probably 1. Then you gonna put that game up.
Okay. I would say just on because listen, let me give y'all some unsolicited advice from a Cowboys fan. If y'all play the early game, y'all need to play and hit them in the mouth. I'll tell you why. Because Dallas, and I don't think we should lose the Commanders, but Dallas loves turning back into a pumpkin. We don't know when midnight is coming, but we believe midnight be okay. 4:25. Melissa got us. So listen, I would say because if you win and we mess around and do something dumb, y'all got the division, you got the 2 seed. You know, everything got to come to the link until y'all get to the NFC Championship game, assuming the 49ers is still around. All right. So for me, and that's the mentality Dallas should go into it. Like if for some reason if we played after y'all and we knew what they or before y'all, they should be like, okay, everybody play. We need to win this game because we don't know what Philly's going to do. Like you don't just sit there, oh, okay, well, it is what it is. Now, I get though, Durante, what you're saying, like the team might not show up anyway, no matter what seed they get. So I get that. I respect where you come from. I would say though, y'all should probably still play for keeps because you never know when Dallas might decide, hey, it's pumpkin time again.
Bro, Dallas going to the Super Bowl, bro. Because you ain't beating them cats at Dallas.
Well,
a lot of hope for that.
Hey, technically, Detroit. Weird play call or weird play side. Detroit did it.
Hey, I said this to somebody. I was like, bro, if Detroit go back to the Cowboys, they not losing. They coming back for y'all, bro. They're coming back for y'all, and it's not gonna be pretty. I'm giving that.
Dallas ain't gonna let them win. The refs ain't gonna let y'all lose. And y'all.
Hey, but also, Byron, you got to remember this: the refs are under a lot of scrutiny right now for that last game. They're gonna have to call it. They're gonna have to call it fair.
That same reference crew.
Here come Melissa.
Bro, I've watched the refs give the ball back to the Cowboys after we made them fumble because they said they couldn't figure out who recovered the fumble for us. It was nothing but green jerseys around the ball. So it's like, bro, when they want them to win, they're gonna win.
All right, I told you stop talking about them boys.
Every time you start talking about them, I think that's a stretch, though, Byron.
No, it wasn't. The first kickoff.
Hold on. Let's think about what you said. Now, Byron, I'm about to take your Byron logic and smash it to pieces. Think about what you said. So we said that we're America's team, right? So that's what we say, right? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Philly fans, that's what the Dallas fans say, right? We America's team.
Y'all just drunk.
I don't disagree with that. You can't tell me that the NFL for 28 seasons has said, you know what, the most profitable franchise with the most primetime games in probably the best division in our entire league, and we're gonna take them and for 30 years we're gonna send them to the cellar. We're gonna make them butter jokes. I mean, think about it. The 49ers have had two different resurgences. Hold on, 49ers have had two different resurgencies since then. The Giants have won 2 Super Bowls since then. Y'all done been in 2 Super Bowls and won 1 since then. And that's just in the more modern. We ain't even talking about Donovan them getting that. So y'all done been in 3 Super Bowls. In that same 30, Dallas can't even sniff an NFC Championship game. I'm with you that sometimes we might be benefit by being.
Yeah, that's a build up though.
That's a long build up.
That's a long build up. That's a long build up. Good God.
Here come Melissa, and I mean, I think you smashed her theory too. You can have everybody on the payroll, but it ain't working.
Melissa.
Who the fuck building up that long?
Jerry Jones got old oil money. If he could just buy Super Bowls, we have 8, 9, 10 of them things by now. Don't know. First off, don't
Well,
nobody
you got
like Jerry
almost
Jones.
there. You got what, 5 of them?
Not
Yeah,
recently.
we had to win 3 of them things in the 90s because we kept running into the Steelers back in the day. So I mean, listen, I'm the realist. I get that people don't like us. That's fine. I get that our fandom can be bad because the non-rational people are like, every year is our year. No, every year is not our year. I always tell y'all every weekend, week out. Cowboys oftentimes turn back into a pumpkin. Until they can prove to me they can be consistent, I can't really get excited. I'm going to ride with them. I'm rooting for them. I'm going to be upset when they do stupid things. I'm going to be very much like Durante, but I mean, they still going to be my team. But
yeah, facts.
This idea that the fans, the Cowboys fans make y'all believe that. So you find the conspiracy in it. You can't tell me that the league on pumping us up and we ain't been there in 30 years, bro. Not even an NFC championship game. Byron, I don't mean winning the Super Bowl. I get that. You can't have the same team win every year. Byron, they can't even get to the step before the step. That's how unreliable they've been. The refs could give them flags to benefit them, and they probably still would find a way.
Sound like they've been trying to get y'all flags to get y'all there.
It ain't worked out yet.
It ain't worked. And then you know where they could have started? The catch that Daz had in Green Bay. They want to give us something. That would have been a great storyline.
That would have been a hell of a storyline.
Hey, not the storyline we got now.
Hey, he fumbled that, cuz.
Oh yeah, he fumbled that. Right. Okay. Yeah,
Man, you wildin'. But I definitely agree with Brand on that. Well, I don't like Cowboys fans in general because they just loud for no reason. All you hear is "we them boys." How about them Cowboys? Something like
y'all
that.
ghetto low key.
they might have a ratchet fandom, but that's neither here nor there. I don't think that they're paying off the refs. I just think the refs are terrible in general.
Refs are
I really do,
and that's any game. I don't care like if it's us in prime time. It's any game. It don't matter. Ask y'all ask Wes about pass interference call against the Chiefs.
Hey man, don't have me nothing.
So yeah, it's not nah.
Don't have me nothing. But anyway, let's slide on past that. This is kind of football related, but it's been a debate going around, and I don't necessarily know why, but best wide receiver, Jerry or Randy? It's a debate that's going around. That was going around a couple weeks back. We never got to it, so I feel like we just need to address it real quick and then slide on by. And anybody in the comments, if y'all want to join in on the conversation, feel free. Also, if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe or to the podcast or whatever.
Fuck are asking these questions, bro. Like, who was asking this shit?
It's a debate, man. The people out here. I mean,
if I want a show, Randy Moss. I'm pulling a Byron because you know Byron, he can't pick a straight answer. He can't pick
a straight answer. Question, and I'm gonna tell you how I'm feeling about it. You know, and I'm telling you my logic, then I'm gonna tell you how my heart feeling.
You this is how my
heart and head and forehead feeling.
What? I love her, but I know she gonna cheat on me, so I gotta leave. That's basically what I be telling you.
All right. Okay.
He said, I think I love her, but she cheated on me.
So I gotta leave, you know.
No, keep it stacked. Of course I'm taking Jerry, but I mean, I understand why people are trying to have that argument because Randy put on a impact quickly into the league, and Jerry just gathered, like, accumulated and just stayed consistent his entire career. Even when he was 100 years plus, he just stayed consistent his entire career, all the way up until the Raiders. And I understand why people are trying to have this argument, but if you want to go just consistently by the stats, just gonna have to give it to Jerry. I'm sorry, can't not do that.
Only way I think it's close because I feel like Jerry never had a trash quarterback.
Wait, okay.
Shut up. When did Randy Moss have a trash quarterback?
Oh, besides Dante Culpepper, everybody.
Dante was trash.
I said besides.
TB12.
Talk to him.
But he don't even. Of course, we know he played for him one season. That was one season out of 14.
I can't do this with you. Why does he not count?
We know 07 because bro, that's magical, bro. Of course. No, he's the best quarterback ever. Come on, man. Stop.
So him having
Everybody
Joe
know
Montana
that one.
before Tom Brady, who was people saying like Joe Montana, right? Like probably the best quarterback walking at one point. Joe Montana.
Yeah, and he played with Jerry.
So you can't give it to Jerry then. We're gonna do that too. Is what I'm saying.
Moss only played for him one season.
3 seasons.
It was 3 seasons.
Okay.
Well,
It
07.
was like 2.5 maybe.
All right,
There's still more than one.
All right,
I don't think it was 3 full seasons.
Right,
It may have been 2 full seasons.
Okay, but
hold on, wait. So since we taking away people's seasons, don't give Tom Brady his last Super Bowl because that's pretty much what you're doing too. Like,
Brother, yo, he had Steve Young and Joe Montana. God damn.
Yeah, Dante Culpepper for most of his career. Then messed around and had Tom
Nah,
Brady.
he had Culpepper like 3-4 seasons maybe.
He had Dante Culpepper. Then he turned around and had Tom Brady, but apparently that don't count. Then he went to some teams and still produced, even without
Name the quarterback.
I can't.
Exactly.
But my thing is, but you can't. Why are you saying that though? If he still produced, because I'm not going to sit here and take away the fact that someone had to throw to him. I can understand. Now,
real quick, let me read this, Durante.
Right,
let me read this. All right, Greg said Jerry Rice, in my opinion, was the most fundamentally sound, highest football IQ receiver that ever laced him up. His route running was impeccable.
Let me use big words.
He's giving y'all facts. What were you about to say, Durante?
Can't remember. Hold on. Now I gotta look up these quarterbacks because I really can't remember.
All right, well, don't worry about the quarterbacks. Let me just put the stats up on the screen. I was gonna do something else, but it didn't work out.
Okay.
So here's what we got.
Well, Jerry Rice. About the numbers. I got a question for y'all. I haven't told you my thoughts on it, but I got a question. Then I'll tell you my thoughts.
Talk to me.
And Byron and Durante, while you get your thoughts together, I might need an answer from you too.
That's cool. I'm listening.
All right, I'm gonna give you a situation. You got to get a first down. You need a first down. You just need a first down. Okay. You know that you're gonna throw the ball to Jerry or Randy. Okay, so you got both options.
Mm-hmm.
Who you trust to make that catch, footsteps or not? Because there are times where they make the argument that Randy don't like to take contact. Now, T.O. is one that's a lot like Jerry, where he make them slants and he'll take them hits. But you can make a case that sometimes Randy ain't putting the body out there on the line. Like Randy's mad talented. He got the skill, got the speed. But sometimes you have to, this is just me personally. Sometimes I think people question Randy's heart. I don't know that you can say that about Jerry. I'll even say this. I don't know that you can question T.O.'s heart. You might can question T.O.'s motives about locker room stuff and blah, blah, blah. But like in between the lines of what T.O. can do, T.O. say, hey, listen, you put it over here, I'm going to get it. I don't care if that man right there or not. And I just feel like sometimes Randy won't catching some of them balls, but he won't try to get lit.
I agree with that. Some people's argument was he got a play named after him. So therefore he's the better such and such. Because everybody talking about, well, you mossed him and whatnot. But that's the thing. That's one situation in which he just was he has an advantage with his size and he has a great ability. But Jerry just get nasty on you, consistent on you, do the grinding for you. You know what I mean? Durante?
I'm just going back to what Byron said because Randy Moss didn't have good quarterbacks. Dante Culpepper with him for 6 seasons. No, 5. Then he went to the Raiders, played with Kerry Collins. We'll let you slide with that one. They had 4 seasons with Tom Brady. Went to the Titans, played with Collins again. Went back to the Vikings, played with Brett Favre, who's a Hall of Famer. And then the 49ers played with Kaepernick, who was having an MVP season that year. So I'm just throwing that out there. That's all. And but also you'll say that was like at the end of his career. Let you live with that. because what
Brett was
2010.
washed up. Brett Favre was washed up at the time.
Well, you had the argument with me last time we had this show. We talking about Brett Favre leaving the Jets. What did you say about him going over there to the Vikings?
Didn't they go 13-3?
What'd you say to me, Byron?
Bro, Adrian Peterson was running that team, bro. He carried the ball 50 times a game. I mean, shit.
It's just no
what do you
middle
want?
Hold on. Do we all remember the Greg Lewis catching the end zone? Like that was one of the most memorable plays that the Vikings ever had as a franchise, probably. Well, in the modern era. Let me take it back. I want to.
Brett Favre did Brett Favre and threw it to the other team.
I mean, Brett Favre was still Brett Favre until the Bounty Gate people took him out.
Brett Favre that season. Brett Favre
dudes from New Orleans said, "Hey,
look,
there's a price on your head."
I got something for
you. When Brett Favre came to the Vikings, I mean, when Randy Moss came to the Vikings that year, he had 2,509 yards. Yeah, okay, it wasn't the Brett Favre that we know, but I mean that's still 2,000 plus. They were 6-10, but again, they were revolving that offense around Adrian Peterson. I get that, but you can't sit here and change the
2,500 yards. That's 150 yards a game. That ain't shit.
But you can't change the field goal.
That's not even 150 yards a game. It's like 130.
You can't change the field goal when you want to work your position, Byron. You do it all the time.
Bro, stop.
It's cool. It's cool when they do it.
Why mention the yards?
But I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there. But I mean, Randy also said himself he'll play when he wants to. So that's his fault for not catching because he probably could have caught Randy Moss. Randy Moss.
Yeah, but you never asked my question. Who was the best?
Who was the best
between the two? Like y'all never asked me the question.
I said Jerry.
I'm with Jerry too. My question was to y'all. Who would you trust to make that catch for the first down? Like, so you don't know what could be great contact. You got
me, Jerry, baby.
Would you going Jerry? You going Randy?
You know what's crazy though? The only reason I'm going Jerry, right?
Okay.
The only reason.
Okay.
When the Super Bowl was on the line.
She don't cheat on me.
Okay.
Bro, when the Super Bowl was on the line.
When I need you.
When I need you. They didn't look Moss way, bro. Kaepernick didn't look Moss. He passed it to Crabtree, I want to say. You know what I'm saying? You know where they supposed to got the holding call? The last play of the game. I'm like, why didn't you go to Moss?
Okay.
If you supposed to be the greatest receiver ever and it's a pass play, I'm expecting you to get the ball.
That was, let me go back and look. That was 2012. That was in his career too. Because he ain't play 11.
Whoa.
Which is crazy for being.
Whoa. I guess Jeff must be talking about him.
Randy isn't in my top. Now that's a big statement. The second part, Jerry could be the greatest, and I co-sign that. But Randy should be.
Hey, he's still working with y'all.
In the conversation.
hey, hold on. He's still working with y'all.
Yes.
Hey, get him fired because he's drunk. There's no way he just typed that shit. Jeff, there's no way you type that and being serious about it. Hey, that must have been a spell check.
Hey, I gotta give him top 5. I mean,
definitely. Oh yeah.
I mean, he's like 2-dimensional, but so I gotta give him top 5.
If Jeff give me his top 5 right now, I'll let him live. And if it's a Cowboys wide receiver, he's out of here.
Jeff said, "Get me fired." He's out of here. No, Jeff.
But Moss only ran 3 rounds though.
We definitely need you, Jeff. But who is top 5? Who is your top 5?
If Jeff drinking a beer, ain't he? Let me stop, dog.
But to Durante's point, while we wait to see if Jeff hops in, and
is he really drunk? That's my point.
But if Randy was selling out every play, to try to make some of those catches, especially like the years in Oakland, right? Because I always like the Oakland years were lost years, right? So
They were interesting years, Brand. You're right. The Oakland years.
I just wonder, like, would the numbers? Because again, numbers don't mean everything. But I wonder how much closer, like Durante said, or would he be closed the gap in action, maybe even past him if he had been, going all out during some of those, not feeling it years. We'll call it like that.
Yeah, not feeling it years.
And some of it was a quarterback play, right? I mean, you said Kerry Collins, and Lord knows, some days Kerry Collins couldn't find his way out of a paper bag. He playing the NFL, but he's more. Well, you know how they call the term game manager. You know how they're trying to say everybody's a game manager now.
They say that a lot these days.
You can't call him
Oh,
a
you
game
know
manager.
what?
Absolutely
You know what's
game
crazy? I just saw this, and that's my bad for missing it. The first year Randy came in, just throwing it out there, another no-name quarterback that Byron mentioned. Randall Cunningham was his first quarterback, 1998, and Moss put up 1,300 yards. It's crazy. Crazy how none of these quarterbacks were good. Keep it going. I'm just saying.
Melissa said she got Randy her top 5.
Look, I'm giving. If I name my top 5 right now, just mine.
Talk to me, Durante.
Jerry, Calvin Johnson,
Mm-hmm.
Randy. Mm-hmm. Just cause y'all gonna hate me, but Chad Ocho, and I gotta take somebody now. Give me Mike Evans.
You ain't gotta take somebody now. You really don't have to take anybody
but bro, Durante, he started his career off with.
Why we still? Montana. I was done. I don't know why you still upset about
Joe Montana. That's just it. Like Joe Montana, he started off with Joe Montana.
It's just, I mean, all right. So
okay, wait, hold on, stop. My question to you is: there were other wide receivers on this team that weren't Jerry Rice that started with Joe Montana. Where they at though? In the top 5 of all time, where they at though?
They probably in the Hall of Fame. They got rings.
I wait though. Where they at in his top 5 wide receivers of all time though? They had the same quarterback.
Rice had longevity. Rice had longevity.
He did have longevity. I mean, don't we have this same argument about LeBron James?
I was just like, this is a LeBron conversation.
But I did. I picked Moss though. I mean, I picked Rice.
Know, so why are you arguing this?
No, but I'm just saying. No, I'm arguing with him. I'm arguing with him about that situation. That's one situation.
Yeah, I don't know why, because I'm winning. But
he started off with Joe Montana. Who's Brady's favorite?
Joe Montana. But what you
exactly? So even Brady said he's the
conversation. What does that have to do with the conversation? The fact that he got
Byron, I want to pick something out real quick.
And on top of that, Chris Carter was his other receiver for Dr. Culpepper. I mean, I'm just saying, there's another Hall of Fame on the team too. And
because had to share the ball.
Right, now I can actually put these out the way.
Well, I mean, Jerry's shared the ball a little bit too. But here's my question to you, Byron. How many? I know Montana's on the team. I'm not taking away from Joe. I know we would say prior to Tom Brady, Joe was the greatest quarterback we'd ever seen play football. My question to you is this: how many Super Bowls? I'm gonna give you the Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen argument. How many Super Bowls does Joe have without Jerry? How many Lombardi trophies does he bring home? Because he didn't start winning them. So number 80 was out there to catch that ball. So
they might would have snuck in one or two, maybe.
Okay, so they could have got one, maybe two, but they wouldn't have become the dynasty that they became without both of them, right? Right.
And we had a lot to do with that.
All right, so we got the updated information, and I think Melissa, you're gonna like where Jeff goes because you mentioned him. So we're gonna get Jeff's up here on the screen real quick. Okay. All right, so Jeff says Chris Carter, Tim Brown, Calvin Johnson, and Larry Fitzpatrick. So Larry Fitzgerald, Jesus.
So Jerry not in his top 5.
No. He already said Jerry is the greatest, so I'm gonna count that as one. He already said it. Yeah. So I'm all right with this. I'm just mad he ain't got Randy Moss. But if you now the only thing I'll give Randy is he's had less catches to get to 15,000. I feel like that says a lot. I got to look at that average.
That's because he was stretching the field.
Yeah, I got to look at that average.
I mean, I don't have his yak up, but I mean, I can probably find it.
You're good. Okay. Easy money. This gang.
But I mean, you see your Super Bowl MVP, Super Bowl wins. I mean, touchdowns. Jerry got it all. And I mean, even if he didn't, man, the work he put in on the field is gonna be what it's gonna be.
Jerry had the complete team too. So you really can't really compare the two. You can't compare it in a team sport, bro. It's hard. It's tough. Whereas 10 other people on the field.
I mean, I like what you're saying, but I feel like you argued the opposite of that before. So
I feel like it depends on how the team's built. Like, it's just
All right,
Apples
all
and
right, all
oranges
right.
sometimes, bro. I just love the talent. I love both players. Um, I feel like if the game's on the line, I'm going to the best player. If I got Randy Moss on one side and I got Jerry Rice on the other side, uh, I, only the way I'm gonna throw it to Rice. I mean Moss is if it's like up high.
Man,
Rice,
you
I
you put a
probably
You
little
gotta.
dude. If you got a little dude on him, and you know he can body him, and he can stretch it on
yeah,
him.
Rice. It don't matter. Rice could hit you with a quick in, a quick out. You know, it don't matter.
You gotta ask a corner that question. Like, who would you be guarding
I don't
first?
think
You know what I'm saying?
I don't see nobody
After
touching
real
Rice
leaders.
one on one
Like, who
except
would you do?
Dion.
Yeah,
Oh, that
Dion
would be
take
something.
anybody 1-on-1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
except Dion. Dion probably could get the best of them most of the time.
Dion
But
been trying to get Chad Johnson for years.
Right. But the problem is
That's
Dion
probably
just
my
ain't gonna
favorite
let
segment when they do that shit.
Dion just ain't gonna lay that hit on Jerry, but he had to do it. But yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well. I mean, anyway,
Because if not, Jerry gonna run all over the field on him. So
Melissa said, put some respect on Hines Ward's name, and
yeah.
he ain't no top
that's
five though,
You
baby.
know,
yeah.
Yo,
That's
I don't know.
Melissa. That's Melissa's cousin. Ain't no much.
she talking about top five. She talking about Hines.
I
I
don't
mean,
know
her
about
and
putting it in the
Melissa
top
like they
five. But
kin.
he
I
could
ain't.
be up there, but he ain't. It's some other people
Maybe
you might
top
want to throw in there.
30.
Okay.
It's some other people you might want to throw in there first.
Yeah. Well, I mean, before we get to Hines Ward, I mean Marvin Harrison would need
Yeah,
to
I
be
would think
in there.
so.
Marvin Harrison.
Yeah. Well, let
Who
me put
else?
Marvin Harrison Sr. Let me put some respect on my man's name.
T.O.
T.O. is definitely in that conversation because again,
I
you can
mean,
question team dynamics, but you can't never question a man heart on the gridiron.
No, you can't.
I mean,
Shoot, Jordy Nelson might. Let me stop playing.
and Greg said you got to put old Michael in there and Drew Pearson in there.
I'm not putting Michael Irvin in any fucking thing. I refuse.
What are you saying?
I ain't putting Michael Irvin in
I
nothing.
mean, he had a record that stood for quite a while until CD just broke it, right?
Yeah, he did. I got it. Let me stop.
I mean, he broke it wearing the same number.
Put some respect on Michael Irvin.
But with all that being said, I wanted to engage in that conversation because I found it very interesting that people were talking about it. And now
what's up with like it's gotta be this new generation that's like doing this because I seen one. Shut up because they're not my friends. You just pulled this up, so get your friends, Wes. Since you just pulled that up, anyway. This gotta be shut up. It's gotta be this new generation that's doing it because like I seen one that said somebody will take Brent. Please understand where I'm coming from. They said they'll take Micah
Micah Parsons.
Yeah, over JJ Watt. I was like, you're joking, right? I was like, you're being serious? Dude was like, yeah. I was like, you're kidding. Like this is a live conversation. I'm looking at this man's face. I'm like, you're not.
Well, they've been talking about that too. There has been a conversation that's been happening.
It was something like JJ Watt, Michael Parsons, and they added Aaron Donald in there. Then they tried to go some Hall of Famers. I was like, we're not doing this. I just really came to say Eagles suck. You know what? Get him fired.
Jeff, before you leave, I'll say this before you leave.
Get him fired.
I brought up the topic since that you made about since old boy made into the ring that the curse was broken since he finally made it into the ring the other night. I brought that up prior to the show, so your ears must have been burning, which is why you showed up as well.
And I got a question for you too, Jeff. Go run the tape on that, Jeff, because you need to hear my retort to the curse being broken.
Yeah, if you run the show back at the beginning, you'll hear about it. We talked about it pretty.
Speaking of running, tell Jeff to go find his hairline. Anyway, I ain't about to sit here and
wait. How you gonna talk about somebody's hairline, sir?
Because I can. All right, stop playing with me. I can.
Missing since the 6th grade.
You know what? This been the express about me. Because I'm really about to pull up on Wes right now. Like I really am. I really am. I'm over it.
All in the kettle black, ain't we?
Yeah, he really is. Boy, his hair been laid back.
Like a person can't make a joke. It's got to be. Oh, don't forget you got one. I know I'm fucking bald headed. You know what?
Well, I mean, you're not bald headed, but if you let it grow, that hairline push back a little ways though.
Bro, y'all he ghetto, bro.
Oh man, Oh
But
man.
yeah, I seen shit like that. I'm like, why are we like, are we really doing this? Like JJ Watt was a defense by himself. We're not about to sit here and put. I like Micah, but I cannot put him up there because it was like a start, bench, cut, and somebody said, "Yeah, I gotta cut JJ." I was like, "You're
My man only
cutting."
been in the league like 3 seasons.
Yeah, and I'm like, "You cutting this? Like you cutting JJ?" And I was
I
like,
mean,
the impact parts is probably was like, do you know the impact? You know what? You too young.
Bro,
I don't even know how old you are, but you
and
ain't.
bro, he's having a heck of a season, but he
Yes,
ain't.
but it
He,
don't compare to JJ.
JJ was
I
had
said,
20
right.
sacks plus 2 seasons.
Yes, like come on, dog. Like we can't do that. We can't.
Well,
Everybody trying to bring rings into it, but I'm like, just go by just impact stats, everything. Forget the fucking rings because Parson ain't got no goddamn rings. So why are we doing that? Don't
all
do
right,
that.
but here's the thing. You want to talk about JJ? Can we just talk about TJ?
TJ too.
When you talk about the actual Watt that's playing, that's what we need to talk about.
The
Because I
Watt
mean, if
that's
you
playing,
compare
yeah.
the numbers, and I just so happen to have the numbers. If you
It's
compare the
cool.
numbers, I mean, let's really talk about it. I'm sorry, Brent, but you know they talk about it, so
I just was gonna say, I
we
mean,
finna talk about it.
before you read these numbers, can I say something to my delusional Cowboy fans again? Listen, I appreciate Micah. I appreciate the difference maker he is on defense from time to time.
He's leading assists.
Sometimes we don't hear his name as often as we ought to. Y'all can't be out here acting like this man LT, like he gonna be a defensive player getting MVP.
That's what they were saying.
Okay, I listen. That's why I'm talking to him. Y'all need to stop drinking the Kool-Aid.
Michael Irvin said this.
Of course, he drank all
Well,
the
of course.
Kool-Aid.
I mean, he
That's
probably
all he
still coked
drinks.
out. He did enough powder back in the day. He's still high to this day.
Him and Shannon Sharp drink Henny together. I mean Shannon Sharp. Yeah, I'm right. Shannon Sharp drink Henny together. Ain't no goddamn way. That boy been sniffing lines since he was a rookie. There's no fucking way. Y'all gotta stop, man.
Y'all know he the secret recipe to Coca-Cola. They just squeeze Michael Irvin and the Coca-Cola come out. That's the secret. That's the top secret formula. He is Coke. We just didn't know.
Jeff's stupid.
I
That
mean,
bring
you're right
back
though. Micah
flashbacks.
does talk a whole lot, and he just now.
Man, Parson already watched up. He already got a talk show.
I
But
hate
let,
you
but,
so
I
much.
mean, but look at these stats
But
though.
you
Look at these
right,
stats.
though.
I just want y'all to look at these stats right now, and I want you to talk to me.
You got to zoom in a little bit so I can.
Oh, okay, all right.
I know
Yeah,
it's.
that's
I know. Watt should bowl more than his.
All right, I
hate
got
you
you
so
zoomed
much.
in. Can you see me now?
I need a little bit. I know sacks is like one. How much is that?
All right, so you got
The
17,
man is leading
13.
in fantasy points. It's insane, bro.
Huh?
I said he leading in fantasy points. Like what? Who does this?
Okay, so TJ got 42 tackles, 18 assists, 17 sacks. All right. Micah got 32 tackles, 27 assists, and 13 sacks.
Passes. I got you, Wes.
Okay.
Passes defended. So TJ defended 8 passes to Micah's 2.
Yep.
Interceptions. TJ managed to get him a takeaway all by his lonesome.
1.
Micah ain't got nothing. It's a goose egg over there. Fumbles. TJ has forced 3 fumbles so far this season to Micah's 1.
Well, actually, he recovered 3.
He recovered 3. I'm sorry, I'm reading backwards. He recovered 3. Micah recovered 1. TJ forced 4 fumbles to Micah's 1. So Micah forced 1 and got it back.
And then
TJ said, I'm gonna give you the 4 piece, and I'm gonna collect 75 cents on that dollar. And then as far as touchdowns, TJ actually has a scoring defensive touchdown this season. Micah has none.
Played the same number of games.
Yep, 16. Fantasy points are crazy. 236 for TJ to 174 for Micah. TJ does have Micah beat on snaps a little bit, but not so much that it should even make that kind of difference. 901 snaps versus 832. They're within 70 snaps of each other, so the numbers shouldn't be that far apart. 56 snaps a game versus 52, and 26.1 versus 20.9 is the average.
You know what's funny? I thought they were trying to compare him to JJ Watt. I was like, man, what?
No,
like, y'all saying TJ. He don't even amount to TJ.
No, that's what I'm saying. Y'all were talking JJ, and I'm like, well, let's just talk about the active. Let's talk about TJ.
I mean, that was going around for a little bit. Like I'll say maybe a couple of weeks ago. I don't even know how it came up. Yeah, I don't even know how it came up.
I said, bro, I
And
know he
then
won't mess with TJ. I was like, cause dude had like 20 plus
Oh, Mel Mike
last year.
yeah.
all right, so Greg said number 11 has a tendency to disappear in games. He's definitely not in the conversation with LT, and let's not omit Mike Singletary.
Yep.
Oh no, we not. It was just a
A general
Who did
comment.
Mike Singletary play for?
The Burrs.
the burst.
The Burrs.
Let me
Greatest-
guess. Let me guess. That team had a Hall of Fame everything, and that's the reason why they impacted. Yeah, my bad, Byron. That don't count. You right. Sorry, yo, that don't count.
Bro,
They had a Hall of Fame everything. Yeah, you
they
right.
did though.
It doesn't count. We're not
They had
counting.
Dick Buckets, bro.
We won't count it for your argument. We won't count it. You're right.
Weakness. Oh, listen, you don't even call him by their real names.
All right, but that was interesting.
That was 30 years ago. You don't even call him by their real names. I say Sweetness. You know who that is.
But that was an interesting conversation. I thought that we should have it since we were already there. And Greg Jeff does agree.
Hey, man, he a fucking Cowboys fan. Doesn't block?
We got a lot of Cowboys.
Wait. Well, I mean, Gregory said that
Hold on,
Mike
wait a minute.
disappears.
Wait, I'm trying to stay over there because I like you. Don't do it.
I'm saying, but we're agreeing. Micah disappears.
Everybody's agreeing here.
We're agreeing with you.
All right.
You know what? Ain't nothing tougher
I
than folk that don't listen. You be giving them a
Well,
compliment.
sometimes
You are
them Eagles.
correct. I'm conceding. You got the point. They so busy thinking being contrary. They got to fight you. You trying to help them. Fool, I'm trying to pull you out the hole. I'm not pushing
I
you.
got PTSD because of Jeff.
Sometimes them Eagles fellas get in his ears, man. I'm trying to
shut
tell
your
you.
ass up.
They be blinding him.
No,
It's
Mike.
crazy.
Mike
Hey, does
there
anybody
yet.
out there? Let me stop.
He's a good defensive piece, but he not there yet. So yeah.
But he's confident. He's really confident, and
Proud
that
of him.
seems to be something that carries.
That's because they make you drink that water down there in Texas.
Exactly.
He need to stop talking about. I like his podcast, but he just needs to stop doing that. Like,
I ain't never seen it. Heard it. I ain't know the man had a podcast. Y'all talked about it. I was like, that's interesting.
Yo, his podcast is good though.
Yeah,
I don't know. Y'all don't understand other people's podcasts.
He don't look how he sound, bro. He sound like a sixth grader. I ain't never mind.
No, Wes, he not telling me this man Carl Anthony Towns now, is he?
He might be.
Yo, he's like, hey man, so like, I just don't understand why the 49. I say, oh, that's not him. There's got to be auto tune. There's
They
no
clone Tyrone.
Y'all terrible, man. Y'all let that man.
But no, not taking away from him. He is very intelligent. Like he's smart with his stuff. So I like his podcast. But it threw me off. I was like, hold up, Parsons. That ain't you.
You said my man got out here sound like Mike Tyson. That's tough.
No, he can say all his words.
Mike Tyson can too.
Mike Tyson too can too. They just don't sound like the words they're supposed to sound.
Mike Tyson. So no, Micah can actually talk.
He just got a list, bro.
Yeah, be talking. I don't know say my words well either. Y'all know that. I just be here.
That's okay.
Yo,
Mike Tyson he sure can lay them hands, can't he?
After the show, we're gonna pull his podcast up just so you can hear him.
All right, man. We'll get around to that. All right, so real quick, let's run through this because I know Brent, you'll have an interesting take on it. I want to start with you because I know you have an interesting take on it because the rest of us are mostly sinners. So it is gonna be what it's gonna be.
Can you stop? Can you stop right now? I prayed before this podcast, so I don't know what you trying to put me in that boat right now. Don't wait a minute.
Well, anyway, so Brent and I were having a conversation a little while back. It involved Kirk Franklin and some stuff he had going on, and then the Christians were mad at him about that. And then more so recently because the church decided to bring in New Year's together, and they were swag surfing and I think walking it out. And I think some of the Christians kept their pearls in a bunch or something of that nature because they don't approve of this at all. So Brent, I want you to talk about it to me. How you feel about this, people?
Oh, you probably asking the wrong person.
Oh no, I know I'm asking the right person.
Asking the wrong person because oftentimes, and Christian people come at me, I guess. Oftentimes, I feel like we can be so stuffy. We act like we're so saved. We're more saved than everybody. Listen. Go read your Bible. Jesus hung around with a tough crowd. Okay, these people were not the best of the best people. These are people that you and I, they would say we would look down on these people. These are the. So yeah. Also, don't act like y'all don't hear secular music, because some of y'all out there singing Tennessee whiskey. You might not let your preacher know you singing Tennessee whiskey, but you out there belting it out in the car when you ride.
Hey man, what about them doing the wobble though? Boy, if the church people gonna do one thing, they might hit a wobble once or twice.
What I would say is this: I do say you do be careful about what you do. Some things ain't for everybody. So if you're willing to take on the heat of the controversy, right, and you're cool with that's something you and your people, your church do, and your leadership is good with that, then that's y'all business. I mean, the idea of organized religion is crazy in and of itself. You are a Christian, since we're on that category. You should have a relationship with your Savior on your own. Your pastor is not the doorkeeper to your relationship with the man upstairs. So if he is, you're doing it wrong. That's not the way it's supposed to be. You don't follow men, you follow him. Now you got some people that try to help you follow him, but you have to have that personal relationship with him. So for the stuffy people, I don't think there's too much wrong with it. I would rather, if you're going to be dancing somewhere, I'd rather you be mostly sober dancing in God's house, and maybe you get a word while you're there. Than out on the streets getting, toe up and maybe putting yourself at risk in other ways. So, but there are going to be people that's not going to like that answer. They're going to be like, be holy, blah, blah. Yeah, that's fine. But sometimes you got to be able to reach the people. And if we're so holy, we're unrelatable. Who want to talk to us?
Put themselves on a little bit of a bubble. And Robin, she absolutely agrees with you. Put that out there for you. And
are you what's for Jehovah's return? Because if you ain't,
and some of the church folks were
even
upset
when
about,
he's not strolling, ladies and gentlemen. My fault.
Some of the folks even said that they were upset about Kirk's cheeks being on his bench when he playing his piano at his house.
Hey, this has been the Express.
Look, because so Kirk was doing the Club Shay Shay thing, I think, and this is where some of the Christians up and ons with Kirk, because he be out here, doing what he be doing, telling his truth. He said, man, when I be out here doing them songs, man, I'm at the crib, man, it'd be cheeks to bench. I just be out here playing. Some folks ain't like that either, so it's gonna be what it's gonna be. So some of y'all that's been singing the old Kirk songs, he composed them while he was butt naked in his living room. So, and they don't like that. At the end of the day, he is human at the end of the day. And I think everybody is human at the end of the day. And I think people should learn to accept that. I think if you want to, evangelize to the people, like Brand said, you want to reach the people, if you can't look down upon the people and then try to talk to them at the same time. I think you should be able to meet people where they at and, be able to have a conversation. You don't know what the people are doing. How can you try to save the people from what they're doing? I don't know. Like I said,
I don't think people evolve from kids, bro. I think a lot of people stay stuck in like childish thoughts in a way. Because a man should never be looked at as like a superhero. I feel like the church makes the pastor a superhero his whole life. Like, bro, this is a man. Like he here to give me a vessel, to give me the word through his vessel with what he's hearing. God should be speaking to him, and he's teaching the Bible. That's it. That's all he's doing.
Laying it back, yeah.
Well,
that's all he's doing. He might, he might hear something, God tell him something, he might relay it to the church, and it might be some good stuff, Most time it is. I ain't taking away, but I'm not living through no man that he got to put his pants on just like I do,
Hey.
I think sometimes everybody measures themselves according to a pastor. I mean, that man, he is a man. He gonna make mistakes.
Now y'all know I be thinking too deep into things. Y'all know me.
Facts. Big facts.
So, and what Byron said, it made me think about something. You when you're growing up as a kid, right? You're given all these things to believe in, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna list of things that maybe you believe in, like Tooth Fairy, Santa Claus, all these other things, right? All right, but you also, some folks, being raised in the church. So then you got your past that you're looking at, and you get past those imaginary things, but you still have this solid body of a past. And some folks, they search for a better understanding and go to different paths. But some folks, they stick with that same one their whole life, and that becomes the hero, that person they like. That's why a lot of people are offended about the whole thing with TD Jakes, you know?
That's what I say. It's like we taught to be blind our whole life, like imaginary. Okay, so you start off with the Tooth Fairy, you know what I'm saying? Then
That's what I'm saying.
you know what I'm saying? Then it's Santa Claus, and then it goes to Santa Claus, then it's the pastor. You know, it's like you taught to be like these are your superheroes, like these are your guys you look up to.
Oh man, don't mess around. Let me follow the
You know, I
Byron
spent
logic
all my
tonight,
whole
baby.
year hoping Santa will bring me something under the tree. I'm gonna be good all year, so Santa give me something under the tree. You know,
I mean,
crazy.
you know, that's how they, you know, and y'all know I talk about this all the time, but you know, back in the day, in the slave times, they used the Bible to try to control the people.
Yeah.
In order
And
for
what
you
color is
to,
Santa? You know what I'm saying? And what color is Jesus? You know what I'm saying? In everybody's house. I thought that was weird. Like I always, bro, I don't know if I've been woke my whole life, but I just always thought that was weird. I was
hey
like, he's
man,
a spirit. And then they tell us it don't matter what color he is. It don't matter the color, but he's clearly white on the wall.
well, that's what they put on your wall.
He's
But like
white
I
on the
said,
wall. Ain't that about it?
Like,
it's all
bro, my
about
kids
the
ask a lot of questions, so I ask a lot of questions. I see where they get it from. So I like, bro, he's clearly white on the wall. Like,
y'all give
what
me
are
a
you saying?
hard time for
Why
asking
can't he be
questions.
black? It
All right,
don't
so
matter. They always say it didn't matter. I was like, bro, this ain't the type of life I want to live.
Brand, I'm gonna let you take this one.
so Gregory said, Jesus says in his word to go out into the hedges and draw. Some of the showboating is not in line with the word. We as Christians need to realize that we are no better than anyone else. We are all sinners saved by God's grace. We've all fallen short, but it's by his grace and mercy that keeps us. And you know, Byron made a point to talk about like the transition between the rule keeping and the heroes you look up to. And that's what as an adult, what you've done is you have put people on pedestals.
Yes.
You're not chasing the people. You're chasing him, right? So like it's an interesting concept. And the other thing about it is it's also your frame of mind, right? Like, so if you ever get to the point where you're like, bro, I got it, you're doing it wrong. Because if you got it, then theoretically you wouldn't be here anymore. It'd be time for you to slide on up to the upper room. But we're all constantly, where everybody's at different places, right? And just like relationships between people, no two Christian relationships are going to look exactly the same. They're going to be common elements because it's the same God, right? So there should be common elements to show, hey, we're one little set of believers. But Byron's journey, if Byron is a Christian, his journey with Jesus is going to be different than my journey because his life is different. His family is different. His mentality is different. The thing that draws us together is the commonality of the love. So the love that I feel Jesus has for me, the love I've experienced in my life, not something somebody's told me, but you know, the love that's what's holds me. And for most other Christians, real Christians that are not show and form and fashion, those people, that's what binds you. But the stories are going to be different because we're different people. We have different vices. If I might have a vice that Byron doesn't have, and vice versa, right? So what might be a weakness for me might be a strength for Byron. But the same, using the religious piece, right? The same God, right? He loves all of us. So the time thing is not the man that tells you, man or woman that brings the information to you. If you're stuck on that, you're looking at it wrong. You got to go to the source. And again, you should have that personal relationship with him because you know what? Pastor's cool and all. He's got a job. He's sent for a reason. He or she sent for a reason. But at the end of the day, when you die, like if you're a Christian, you believe and you die, when you stand before him, you ain't standing with Superman pastor. You ain't standing with Wonder Woman pastor. It's you and the big God. That's it.
You. Brent, but the only thing I didn't like that you said, you said, once you get it all figured out, you know what I'm saying, that you got to get up out of here.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, so just like I'll give you another analogy. I'll give you one that is in practice. Just like in the Constitution, we talk about we're forming a more perfect union, right? While we're on this side of being alive, you and I will never be perfect in our bodies. Because guess what? You started it out right. We're human. So even when I get old and some of the vices I can't do now, I'm still going to be able to do bad things if I chose it, right? Right. So it's a process. It's a perfecting. And while I'm here on this side, I am perfecting. Now, sometimes I might get to a point where I sort of got myself kind of okay-ish. I'm not messing up every day. Then that role switches to helping other people find the path that got me to, the life that brought me the peace, right? But once my job is done and I've brought those people and I've touched all the lives I need to touch, then we're going over yonder. That's what you
Some of the
believe.
other room.
Now, obviously, I'd like to think that I'm going to be very, very old when this happens, and I'll be very much at peace when this happens. But we know we live life, right? We've all been alive long enough to know it doesn't always work that way. So when he's ready for you, if you've done what you're supposed to do, you know, some of us we don't
That's
start.
what I feel. I feel like if your journey is where it should be, is where it should be. I don't feel like you know enough or you know a little. I just feel like it's whatever your journey is supposed to be, and you fulfill that journey, then that's what it's gonna be.
Right.
And
It could
slide
be.
on. Now,
It could
Robin
be.
said, "Oh, go ahead. Sorry."
It could be 50 years from now. It could be 50 minutes from now.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, no, I
50
agree with
days,
that.
50 months.
Yeah.
Now, once again, all things with TDJs currently is allegedly, but we know Joel Osteen has stuff going on, and that ain't alleged. And they found money in his wall, if I'm not mistaken, at the church.
Well, Wesley, you and I talked about this. Like, the people
Man,
never
we,
get their
we,
money
actually,
back.
we actually talked about this.
Yeah, I know we did. That's why I said it. Man, I'm telling you, y'all got to stop building these mega churches, man. It's something to that. Every time you build them, they seem to fall down. That's the only thing I know.
If they got it back, it'd been the collection paid in little pieces.
One thing I can say about the mega church that I do like about is community.
Well, you can build community anywhere.
I know that, but it's tough to build community without people, bro. You know that.
Well, I agree with that, but I mean, when you really look at the mega churches, I mean,
Yeah, the
how much
people around the
community are you
churches,
building in that?
the kids are actually getting to experience different things. Like that's why I said, like people who get like kids, they can start from nothing and get into those communities, and they taking them here, there, let them see this. They going abroad, they doing this, like they get to experience a lot, like through those churches. I can't say that because
I
I
mean,
know
I
people.
agree with that. I agree with that.
I,
They
I can't
do
say that because I
travel. They
know
do a
people
lot.
who they didn't have a lot. They joined the church, got into the church, and they started experiencing different things. So they were using the tools right.
But I will say this:
The
if you
other
can,
stuff I really can't speak on. So that ain't none of my business. I don't know nothing about I know all this stuff. But I
I mean,
can't say
culturally,
the people who who did get attached to churches, like bigger churches like that, and actually used it for the right things and love the community, love the people. Because that's pretty much what the church is, bro. It's just a big community. It should be. That's what it should be. You find your relationship with God. I mean, that's on you. Everything else, I feel like if you're building your whole community around God, I mean, that's what you should be doing. People should be experiencing different things inside the community.
but also sometimes some places have a set track of things that they want to get accomplished because that's their agenda.
Yeah,
So you got to watch that too.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's true
You
too.
got to watch
But
that
I
too.
just feel like we should be
definitely
Christians.
gotta watch that.
We should be spreading the word.
I thought that this was a very interesting conversation to have, just because it's just very interesting. Some of the thoughts that some people have when they started looking down upon people, but like you said, church should be a community of people that come together with a similar mind, a similar thought, and a goal. Now, once again, you get things differently, however you do it, but some folks, they just got ulterior motives. Because some folks say, man, I'm gonna go out here, I'm gonna hit up 4-5 these strip clubs, and I'm gonna go to church tomorrow, and that's all gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna lay hands over here and then go over here and have hands laid on me. So
But then they say Jesus hung with some
He
low
did.
life.
And the important piece to remember, and I always think about this, it doesn't matter the way I judge a person, right? Like the Bible tells us not to judge people unless we want to be judged ourselves. So when I see people that do things that maybe I don't agree with, I try to put into practice this mentality. And I think this is what we should be doing. I know some of the stuff you folks don't agree with this. It is what it is. Jesus loves the soul. He might not like the slick stuff they do. He might not like that you went to the 5 spots last night, and seen some things bouncing and
hey,
shaking.
but Bram, but let's be
wait,
honest.
hold on.
Okay.
I'm about to make the point.
Okay. All right, maybe you're gonna say what I'm about to say.
What we miss is Sunday morning, he decided to come to whatever house of worship he went to.
Mm-hmm.
And even though he might have had things shaking last night, my man's soul is just as important as Sister So-and-so who've been coming to church every day for 20 years, just as important as the pastor. Because a lot of times we look past people. Like that's part of what's wrong with the way organized religion works. And that's, people look, every one of those souls matters. And even though dude man might come 4 times a year, right? And he might have a wild night before. If we treated him well, maybe he will eventually change his life if that's something he chose. But a lot of times he meets hostility. He comes maybe because he was raised up going to church or coming to Easter and Christmas and the different random holidays we have throughout the year. But when he comes, we don't never show him no love. We always look down at him. So this message, Wesley, is to the people who look down at every single soul, even if you don't agree with them, even if you don't like them, you don't like who they love, where they live, what color their skin is, how they talk, their level of education. If on the fundamental level, you cannot see them as a living human being, just as you are, with all of the intricacies and faults that come with being human, you're doing it wrong.
I like what you said, and it's very, very accurate. But I found it interesting. This is the thing. All the people that judge, if all these things were so bad, the things that people do, whether it is, first of all, I mean, last time I checked, he put all these things on there for you to look at. If you ask somebody, if they look at their Bible, and the only thing I know is I love all the hearts and parts that you may see at these places. So, first of all, there's that. Put that there right now. And if these things were so bad, then they would not exist, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So, yet ye see a woman over there, and she shake what she shake over there, and that's what she doing over there. Let that woman live over there and do what she do. And if she so happens to make a living off that, and she still comes to said church and has her devotion and all these things to God as she does, then that's what she do, right? That's my opinion.
I would say we win her with love, and then if it's meant for her to change and she's open to that, and her and the Lord work that out, that's their business. But the
Lord know all her hearts and parts and seen everything about it in the first place. He put it here in the.
I got that, but
Wesley,
you got to bridge the gap between. Okay, so we got the good people who are here, like I am, is like just like the delusional cowboy figure, delusional Christians. So I'm trying to bridge the gap between the rest.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let you bridge it, but I'm just saying.
So it is not that she can't change, but she has to want to change. We can't force it on her. It's something. If it's meant for her to change, that's fine. And if it's not your business. Stay in your lane. Shut your mouth. Get down on your knees and pray for your own self and your own family. You got some messed up people in your house. You messed up in your house. Care how holy you are, or how holy you think you are.
And you know what's crazy is that some of these folks, if you want to think about it and deem it a bad thing in how they carry their lives, some of these folks are the reason that they there in the first place. Because some of these Christians and whatever may have you was out here touching on these folks inappropriately when they were younger and pushed them away, and maybe they ended up over here that way. Maybe they ended up on a different journey. So everybody that's out here judging, when it all comes from the dark and comes to the light, some of y'all be out here and y'all be raw and wrong. That's the only thing I know. And with all that being said, I guess we'll slide on to the next part of what we're going to talk about, which was, what was y'all's most crazy thing that y'all saw in 2023? Social event or whatever may have you. If you really think about it, what you got?
I don't know, Wes. That's kind of like a crazy thing to ask, but we already in 24 right now, so
I know it's just a reflection back. You know what I'm saying? Just now that we've made it all the way out of 2023, nothing else can happen in 2023. What was your craziest event? I think the craziest thing that probably happened recently was all this Diddy stuff, man. That's wild to me.
I don't think celebrity. I think my real life.
Right. I was like, wait.
Yeah, I was going real life.
I mean, okay. Well, I'm not thinking how I'm thinking. I apologize. I mean, if you want to go real life, you can, but that's what I think. I just think like events in life. I mean, the other thing I think about is the thing with the with the submersible. That is crazy too.
I don't think I can say it on here. Like,
hey, I got a couple right. They
a good wow or good crazy.
Right. Hey,
like a bad crazy.
Right.
You know what? Plead the fifth.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
pleased.
this 2023 was an interesting year. There was some highs and some lows.
Yeah,
But
all of 23. Yeah.
but them highs, bro, them highs.
Yeah,
It,
Woo.
them
it
highs.
was some
Yeah.
highs, bro. It was some high notes. It was some. It
Hey
was.
man, I ain't trying to get nobody in trouble, but
This
y'all
nigga
feel like
just
sharing
said
y'all
high
personal
notes,
history.
and I
That's
don't
not
like
what
where that was
I asked, but
going.
you know,
It was some
I ain't
Whitney
get that.
Houston
I
moments.
just think,
I try
I
to
just
keep
think
y'all
we,
safe. I try to keep y'all safe, but y'all do what y'all want to do.
well, I
I
mean,
think I think watching the team go from Super Bowl to having aliens from Men in Black take over their bodies. I think that's rich to see.
The
I think
downfall.
that's insane to see. Let me stop now.
maybe the Monstars stole y'all's talent.
Swear to God, bro. Space Jam 3 coming out, the football NFL edition coming out. I
Yo,
swear
that's
to
gonna
God.
be that. Yo, that's a good Twitter post right there. The Monstars took the Eagles' talent.
Took the Eagles' talent because they the same cats. They I mean, for the most part, they the same cats.
That's gonna be some one hell of a post. I might have to put. I'm gonna have to put that up.
Yeah,
Don't
post
put
that
it
now
up.
because
The
apparently
Monstars took their
somebody
talent.
said our stuff getting stolen. So I don't know.
And it's okay because Dallas, we're Cinderella. We did it's almost midnight and we in this carriage.
Hey man, my jet season never got kicked out the way it was supposed to. It is gonna be what it's gonna be.
It's insane.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't know. That was a broad question, my boy.
Bro, I'm stumped.
And circle back while y'all think. Greg said, "Wes, you are exactly correct. There are some judgmental Christians that drive people away. That young lady that you described has every right to worship without being judged by anyone." All right. I mean, we talked about old girl Ruby Rose doing whatever it is she got to do, but if she want to show up to the church on Sunday, hey man, showing up to the church on Sunday.
See, that's the thing about what I'm saying. I think that's what the whole it's like the numbers with the young people have decline as far as the church. Man, they don't feel safe.
Well, they feel judged, I think,
That
because you
too.
got now it depends on where it is, but you got a lot of sometimes judgmental elders in the church. Normally, not to be
I didn't get
offensive to
the.
them, but
But here's the thing: if let's say the kids posting all this stuff on social media, somebody's watching it. Who's watching it to judge
I think the same people. This is just me because I didn't get the same thing. The same people that will say, "I'm just gonna mind my business," but will be quick to tell somebody what they should and shouldn't do in the church, or what they should and shouldn't do before they come to church, or anything like that, are the same ones that you should mind your business when you saying, you know what I mean? Like,
and y'all know I'm overly observant, so I see a lot. I ain't got to be there to see it because I
yeah,
just
you way too observant sometimes. I'm just kidding.
I'm observant and see what's going on in these streets. And,
You see what's going on, but you never mind. We'll talk about it later.
but what? Anyway, so you can see where the people will come out and say this, that, and the other about a person, and it'll drive another individual away because they're gonna feel like what they said that about them. What are they gonna say about me? When you're here, that they said this about me, so I'm not going over there. Shoot, Sister Johnson be talking about me all the time. She talk about my mama. She talk about my grandmama. I mean, she talking about everybody. You know,
Always gotta be Sister Johnson. Ain't that crazy?
it's the easiest name I can pick. It's the easiest name and non-offensive. So it just worked. But yeah, Sister Johnson, she talk about everybody. You know what I'm saying? And then she gets Sister Mabel, and they get to going, and then they talking about this, that, and the other, and then they start gossiping about, the first lady of the church, she did this last Sunday, and she did that, and the pastor went over here. So then you got a whole social network. That was a social network before there were social networks. That church network, boy, they get to talk and get everybody's business everywhere in 2 seconds. That's how back in the day. That's how people learn how somebody died. One person start talking, and everybody learned it within a short amount of time. All you need one person see it in the paper. Everybody know in 30 minutes. That was your social network before we got Facebook, MySpace, any of that stuff. The church hens. No offense, if you, no offense. But I'm just saying.
That man said the church hands. Hey, yo. This has been the Experts About Nothing podcast. You see
Hey,
my
I
camera going
mean,
in and out? That's God telling us to end this because Wes just.
your camera going in and out. My camera's fine. It's telling you let me live.
But you just said something that shouldn't have been out there.
Hey,
Brent put his head down. Well, that's all that needs to be said.
y'all know I speak the truth. Now tell me I'm lying.
My
Somebody
hand,
in here
my,
tell
my
me I'm
hand was
lying.
down. I was using Google Photos to cheat to try to jog my memory because 2023 was a very long, very interesting, and at times amazing year. It had some challenges and some sadness. So I was looking down because I was looking at pictures. But yeah.
So we're still on that? God dang. I can't remember.
Well, we diverted to give y'all time to talk about it while I was talking about the church hymns. And like I said, that I stand on that. That was your original social
I
media.
can't recall, bro.
Byron, you recall. You ain't gonna.
Well, I can recall, but I will give you. I give you a PC one. Wildest thing I seen in person in real life. A barefooted lady running down Broadway in Nashville. That's a real life thing that happened.
Was it Meg Thee Stallion?
No, it was not Meg Thee Stallion. I don't know what Sally's name was or Becky. You know, but,
what the fuck?
But I mean, listen. I mean, it's the streets, and I don't know if any of y'all ever been down Broadway on the weekend night, like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday night when they shut it down, and so everybody in the streets, bro, people spitting all kinds of stuff. You know, you're in Tennessee, so people got tobacco and things in their mouth. And this poor girl was out here walking around with no shoes on. Bro, I had to look 3 times. Then I looked at my wife, was like, hey, I just want to make sure I'm not tripping right now. Sis ain't got shoes on, right? My wife looked, nah, them Fred Flintstones is out there. I was like, okay.
Them Fred.
Hey, man.
Them things was black on the bottom, bro, because the street was nasty.
I believe it. If you walking barefoot out there, you ain't got, you.
Now, hey, listen, to be fair, not that I walk barefoot, but maybe she had on some cowboy boots that's killing her feet. I don't know, sis. You should have packed some extra shoes and flip-flops, something. I don't know.
No, the bottom of her feet were built like the cowboy boots under it. So like it was the sole itself. That's why she was good.
So you telling me when she gonna get that pedicure, they gotta do it like the horse when they reshoe them?
Yeah, they got to reshoe her. There's no way. If you're saying they're black, there's no way, bro.
Yeah, they was black.
I mean, it don't take long for that to happen if you're out there walking in the streets.
Callus is insane.
I don't think she got. Well, I don't know the woman. I couldn't talk about her feet like that. I mean,
right? I don't know.
Callus is that quick, but anyway.
You see, talk about her.
Huh? I mean, I don't. You know, I ain't seen the woman's foot to see it.
You pick and choose when you want to talk shit about people. That's sad.
Okay, I guess I do.
So that's the wildest thing I seen. That's the wildest thing from a safe to tell you about on the podcast. I can't tell y'all no Kingley stories because the king can't tell you where he been and what he been doing. There's no him and the queen. There's no him and the queen be out here making moves and we leave it at that.
Yeah, y'all be making money moves. I'm telling y'all, y'all don't understand the shit I be going through in the chat between these guys. They send all the Dubai pictures and the Great Wall and shit, and I'm just over here in my damn. Don't nobody want me to come hang? That's cool, you know. I get to go to a Philly game again.
Yeah, in this brick wall.
So are you going to Dubai this year?
Who are you?
Oh no! So I've got
y'all see this, right? They just asking casually. It's how they say a lot of stuff be in front of our eyes on the news. Right the fuck here is happening.
Do you want the answer or not?
Brent, go on, flex on him real quick. Talk to him. Talk to him, big dog.
So tentatively, Puerto Rico in May, Aruba, Curacao, and Turks and Caicos by November, and who knows what happens in between. I am trying to go to see another NFL game sometime in the next 12 months, probably next season.
Dubai.
I don't know about Dubai. Dubai, that's a stretch. But hey, I don't know. We don't know what the year got in store for us, man. Maybe we dominate like we're supposed to. Maybe Dubai pops up as my in between, man. I don't know.
Better talk to him.
I don't think nobody really understand. Nobody listening to me. It's cool.
I mean, ain't nothing to really listen to, man. People out here living.
Wes still out here pimping and got limos picking him up from the crib.
I don't know nothing about that one.
Byron, y'all know what Byron do. I ain't gotta say it out loud. Y'all know what he do. Me, I'm just here so I don't get fired.
Listen, hey, listen. You know what Byron do. They don't even be like, oh, we don't enjoy y'all's takes. I didn't get. We enjoy y'all's takes. We like the conversation y'all have, the topics you talk about, or y'all's dynamic. First thing, my man's with the beard. I was like, oh yeah, I'm weak. not and talking to me in my house and not like, oh, I enjoy y'all's podcast. Your man's though, your man.
Ain't nothing about Brad. I like what you be saying on the show. Hey, yo, look, what up with that young man with the beard?
What's up with that brother?
Hey, we all got beards.
The one with the long beard. She was very specific.
With the long beard.
The long beard with the hats on.
Did she hit that woo with like sound like a whistle going off, you know? Woo! Did she hit that woo? I said, hey, wait a minute.
Ooh, he do something to me now.
I get out my crib. Get out.
She must have caught my good side, man. She must have caught my good side.
Message that nigga. I ain't got nothing. Yeah, message that motherfucker.
As Melissa say, Byron know what he doing.
I always know what he doing. Y'all just be bullshitting.
Hey man, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. We in 2024, and the experts are gonna continue to grow. So y'all gonna see more of the young man with the beard and the hat. He gonna be out here in these streets. Y'all see he flexing on y'all with the new merch on his head right now.
Man, this is unreleased right now, man. It's something I'm just playing with.
I know that. y'all see what it is. But also, don't let Durante talk all this talk. This man got like 5 jobs. He got more money than all of them. You know, he just don't be spending it like that.
He got 6 jobs. Kevin Gates.
I have 1.5 jobs.
Man, I just saw you call Mr. Everything yesterday. No, this morning.
Oh, yeah. What? What are you talking about?
Selling plasma.
I was like, oh, okay.
I don't do
Selling blood, plasma.
Mr. Everything. I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, shout out Will. So yeah, they I had went. So they had the Liberty game. At,
they had the Liberty
you know what I'm saying? So I went over there, helped out, and I used to work with Will. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "Oh yeah, you going on my Instagram?" I was like, "That's fine. Hold on, wait. Let me get my clean the head. Let me stop, dog." But he was going, bro. I did a whole segment, but he ended up having to pull one, and he was like, "You unfortunately have to get the short end." I was like, "That's fine," because they had a dude that did 4 years at VTech, and he also went to the league. I can't call his name. He was there watching the game, and then of course they had to get one of the managers. So I was, that's fine, you know.
Was it the Matty guy?
I think so.
Luther
he was
Matty?
a lineman. Yeah, Luther. Yeah, he just sell real estate. Yep, Luther Matty.
Got it.
Yeah, they had him. Yeah, I was like, that's what's up.
See, Durante name dropping our name drops. I helped him out, but he ain't. Listen, my man is.
Y'all stop playing. I run into people.
The man could have been on TV yesterday. He said, nah, you cut my segment. It's fine.
Yeah, he gonna look at the man and like, hey, bro, you ain't hurt my heart or nothing. Nah, it's cool, bro. I'm on every week anyway, bro. We got a podcast and everything, bro. It's cool.
Nah, that's the best up part is Durante ain't think about that part right there at all. He didn't say, I know
he
you can't do that,
stop
but plug my podcast real quick.
I didn't get to talk to him. We was busy as shit. I didn't get to talk to him.
Man, it was you and nobody else. It was you, Will, and the owner. Nobody else in that space.
That's when the game was over. He took that picture like 5:30.
And you still
won't nobody in that bitch.
Well, hold on. I'm leaning on. After the second quarter.
Will know I got a podcast. He know that.
No,
I'm not hitting him up to
Liberty University.
Bro, go hang out at a spot where he told me that he won't shoot content at, but never called me to shoot content.
I ain't been over there, bro. I haven't been over there.
My people seen you over there. My imaginary people seen you over there. Stop.
When? All right. Tell me when.
Don't worry about it. They seen you over there.
Tell me when though.
Don't worry
because
about it.
It was the same.
Were you over there? Yes or no?
Why can we? Are we putting my government name out this motherfucker? Hey, y'all, well, I did make her buy. But no, keep it I got 2 conversations going on at once. I got to cuss Byron out. When did your people see me? This was like a couple months ago, right?
Hey, were you over there?
Yes, and that was the last time.
Okay, then. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. You was over there.
Don't worry about it, y'all. I'm hitting Brent up.
Shoot content. What call Brent?
Because
it ain't going to happen. Tell me something ain't going to happen. You want to hear some wild stuff that happened in 2024 that didn't happen?
It was that. That fool still
Hey, yo,
be
we're
saying,
gonna
"What's that?"
record several pieces of content on our TikTok, and we're gonna post it, and it's gonna be great. And we're gonna do interviews with people, and we're gonna do that. We're gonna cut it up. I ain't seen the first clip yet.
My man supposed to call me. I said, bro, whenever you over there, just call me and I'll come over.
Well, you also was supposed to call him, but that's not here nor there. It was a mutual exchange, and we're gonna get together and do this, and then it ain't happened. But that's not here nor there. Those are 2023 failures. We in 2024. We gonna
Yeah, we in
succeed.
2024 making new goals. All right, let's.
So
Hey,
you pay out with Brent then.
I'm
So
not going
obviously,
back.
our tandem ain't work.
I don't think either tandem was
I ain't going
working.
back. Shut up, nigga. I ain't going back into the past.
So then we
Stay
can see
here.
who the common denominator is.
I hate this fool.
All right. Well, forgetting all the common denominators, I don't know. I still ain't
We're
seen the
trying to
color
bail you
purple.
out, but it's cool.
I don't know about that, but I still ain't seen the color purple. But y'all girl Taraji said that the people ain't got no respect on her name and they not paying. And Oprah was one of those people. That's unfortunate. That's the only thing I know. Oprah got the money, ain't out here paying people. That's unfortunate, y'all.
Hey yo,
So I don't know if y'all want to go support the color purple or not, but it's out and
Taraji
people are
P.
definitely
Hey yo,
flocking to
people
see
say
it.
it's good. People say
That's what I heard
it's
too.
pretty good. Yeah,
But you know what? What I'm mad for?
What's that?
Because when Shorty Girl was on TV saying they weren't paying people, nobody was speaking up for Monique.
This is true.
Nobody, no, so nobody was standing up for her. Now Shorty Girl saying, I'm like, man, but why ain't everybody should stuck together then? You know what I'm saying? When she brought it up, now everybody on TV crying. I'm like, yo, what happened with Monique?
Well, Monique was already had that blackball situation going. So
Who
if
cares,
we get
bro?
behind her, we're not gonna be able to work at all. We ain't gonna get no money, I
Bro, 50
guess.
Cent made a incredible point. Tyler Perry said, I never told nobody that, you know what I'm saying, to not work with her. And 50 response was, well, you never told people that you could.
Yeah, that's true. And 50 said he stood. Well, 50 definitely stood up for her. I remember that.
Yeah. So I don't want to hear it, bro. Like, he the only one really standing up in the TV thing. I mean, and putting people on.
That's
Like,
because 50 don't care.
Tyler is too. Tyler got the whole studio. I ain't saying that, but as far as getting people money, outside of Tyler, like, bro, 50. And I think everybody should stand up. For the whole group, everybody stand up. But I ain't trying to limit nobody. But yo, so we got to do better.
Hey, but here's the thing, and maybe they got inspired by the strike. Maybe that's some of the inspiration because all of it got shut down. They're like, well, shoot, if we can shut it all down for this, then maybe we should start doing it for this.
Why take somebody else show? You know what I'm saying? Them showing their ass for us to show our ass, but we need to show our ass all the time.
Hey man, I'm just telling you. I'm telling you my optical look at it. I don't know if that's true. I couldn't tell you.
Bro, I know just when, saying she stood up for herself and said she won't get paid, that was blackballing her. Nobody said anything. Now, Shorty Girl saying that, and I was like, bro, I can't make sense of it. I feel like if you ain't standing together we all should stand together.
I mean, I agree, but we all can agree that Taraji is a more liked person than Monique.
But fair is fair, though.
I agree 100%, but I'm just telling you.
Fair, though.
I don't disagree with you, but I'm just telling you once again the opposite of the situation.
Okay, then look at Terrence Howard. I mean, he was getting paid $350 per episode, and people say, "Oh man, that's good money." They was making millions on Friends 20 years ago.
I don't
$1
disagree
million per episode on Friends 20 years ago. 20 years ago,
I
he
don't
was getting
disagree
paid $350 on Empire. He was running the whole Fox. They was holding Fox down for 4 years.
Everybody was tuning in that show.
Yeah, they was holding Fox down, the whole network, the whole Fox network. He was holding it down. He was making $350 per episode. That's it. That ain't a lot of money to be the head of the face of a whole network. That's not a lot.
No,
you should be set for life just off that one. I mean, look at Friends. That's what I'm saying. Just do the comparison. Like $1 million per episode. $1 million per episode. That's what they were making. That's crazy.
Right.
Back then.
And think the 350 still doesn't account for the tax we taking out, right? So like,
that's what I'm saying.
That's pennies,
that ain't nothing
on the dollar, right? Pennies on the dollar.
Compared to that, I mean, I ain't pocket watch, but damn.
It is sad, brother. I don't
That's
disagree.
what I'm saying.
It's wild.
And friends, bro, friends won't like that. Come on now. It,
For certain people, it was.
fr-
Hey, man,
it won't carry in the network.
like if you like living single, I mean, it's just the other version of Friends, right?
It was it was living single.
Yeah.
That's all
It
it was.
was right.
So if
Well,
you
it was
say that
watered
Stop
down,
it,
Friends
bro.
though.
won't,
It
It was
if
was
you say
living
watered
Friends
single.
down.
won't all that, you didn't saying living
Hold
single
on,
and all that.
hold on. Okay, Wesley, but there's difference between no offense to anybody like Friends. It's all right, I guess, if that's what you like. But there's difference, Wesley, between bland chicken and seasoned chicken.
It wasn't
I don't
bland.
think
Hey,
that's what I'm
he's
saying.
not.
And
There's no
living
lies
single,
detected.
living single.
Friends
That was
was written a little different. Friends was just written a little different. Punchlines hit a little different. Um, but it wasn't references that we could get off top. Yeah, if you really go back and listen to it now, like it's a lot of references that you would get. But you know what I'm saying? Living Single was more of our culture. We knew the references then, even if you were a kid, like you knew what they were talking about. Some stuff you had to still go research, but you got a lot of the jokes. But Friends, I would just be lost like a whole episode. Like, what are they talking about?
right. That's what I said. Seasoned chicken. I mean,
Hey,
I ain't
man,
said it ain't good, Wes.
different strokes for different folks, baby.
I'm just saying. So yeah.
Some people get in where they fit in. Some people like the Friends. Some people like living single. But I tell you one thing: people on living single won't make the same amount of money as making on Friends.
Yeah. Friends is some good noodles just cooked, and you had to just eat the noodles. Living Single is the noodles with the noodle pack. It just
Wes, don't interject your unnecessariness, but the analogy works, Byron. This is one time the analogy is perfect.
I'm gonna let him live. I'm
It's
gonna let him
very
live.
perfect, yo.
Perfect.
Like,
Perfect. Nothing wrong with noodles, but sometimes you need a little extra,
Robin said
juice.
she's never watched an episode of Friends or watched Living Single all the time growing
I
up.
can't.
that's what I'm
Can't do
saying,
this.
bro. That Living Single
can't.
just hit
There's
different.
I'm just
I
telling
can't.
you.
Oh my god, I just got tears in my eye. I can't do this shit.
Melissa said she can't watch Friends. It was not
Was not
representative of my life.
Yo,
Melissa, that you had what? It was
she came off the top rope. She came off the top rope.
Yo, she said, just swan-time bombed that bitch, bro. God dang. All right, Melissa, I hear you. I hear
I
you.
say different. And then Robin said she agreed with you, Melissa. So it like I said, you got different sides of the spectrum, and people tune in. Now we down here, people over there tune in to that. But we live how we live.
How come
And
any show where
some
it's like
people-
young black professionals or they was college kids or something like that, that shit get destroyed quick? Like, nah, we can't give y'all like a representation. That shit made me want to go to college. You know what I'm saying?
Byron,
What?
It made me want to be a businessman.
Oh, okay. You wanted to be you wanted to be Kyle.
Yeah, it just made you like, man, it was different, a look of life. Like you never seen, like you wasn't around that. So it gave you that, like you was into the show. Like, oh man, I like this about this character. I like that about this character. You could relate to different characters on there. Like, okay, it's like the Bill Cosby show.
Yeah.
If you didn't grow up like that, it was a great show, but if you didn't grow up like that with that dynamic, it was relatable, but it was kind of not relatable in a way. I don't know, but that Living Single, it kind of gave you like something to inspire to be like, okay,
Well, I
this is
mean,
doable.
wait, are you talking about a different world?
No, the Cosby Show.
Oh, you actually talking about? I thought you were talking about. Oh, okay. I thought because you were talking about college and stuff. At first, I thought you were talking about different world.
I mean, like I said, moral of the story
but
is
different world was on for quite a while, and that was good.
moral of the story is some people wash their chicken, some people don't.
Yeah, bro.
I guess.
Oh, but Byron, to answer your question, they couldn't let us know that we could be powerful. I mean, you think about it. Watch,
But I do think Living Single. I mean, not Living Single, but Different World was definitely a good platform for that. No.
But it ain't hit the same like Living Single though, bro.
No,
right.
it didn't.
Wait, and then see, this is the problem, Melissa. When you talk about this is the problem because this showed the struggle. Melissa said, "Good times was life, my life," and that was on. That was showing.
See, she can relate to that, like you know what I'm saying. It just what you related to. See, we had different stuff to pick from. We didn't just have to pick chicken, like you know what I mean. We can pick noodles. We can pick lasagna. We can pick You know,
Well,
pizza.
let
We could
Wes
pick
tell
different
it.
things. Like
If
all
you
those
let
shows gave us a different slice of each thing. Like we didn't have to pick the same thing.
All right, Durante, what slander you got for me today? What you got?
nothing, I was about to sound like your hat.
That's a lie. Let
Hey,
Wes
and then
tell
we
me
had the
what.
Jamie Foxx show. Then we had the Wayans brothers. Then we had,
Yeah,
I mean,
We
it was
had Fresh
different
Prince of
things.
Bel Air.
Fresh Prince,
yeah.
that was like,
That was like what?
I mean, that was cool. That was cool, but it was
I
broad. I feel like
Yeah, I get
It
what you're
was
saying.
what?
broad, more
Broad.
broad. I think
Yeah,
it covered a
I mean,
lot
but
of
they
topics.
covered a lot of topics that you could run into.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
It was a lot of
especially growing up and stuff. You know,
like
everything was
not having a father definitely is one of those.
yeah.
To
well.
this
I
day,
mean,
that episode don't hit you if you ain't got no dad.
why he don't want me? That was very very
Yeah, that joint
interesting.
hit. That joint
Very
hit, bro.
interesting topic. Like I said, the show was very interesting, but you know, you got people that had different views about the show. They felt like, well, if you're a Carlton, then you're a square all the time. You can't be anything else other than that. You know what I'm saying? You
No, no,
stuck up
no,
here.
no, no, no. Now that we look at it, Carlton was the G.
Yeah, Carlton was a G.
Think about it. Think about it.
Hold on,
Yo,
wait.
I said
Before,
this then. I said this then.
Byron. Stop for a second. Durante, why was Carlton a G?
Because he was a pimp.
Because you agreeing with Byron, and you do this a lot, but you don't really. What you mean by that?
I just like saying Carlton was a G.
That's what I thought. Okay, now Byron.
Yeah.
Continue.
This is the
Bro,
one time
Carlton was
I
the
was
G.
I was just agreeing with Byron just because
Yo,
I was like, you know what, he hyping it up. Yeah, Carlton was a G.
bro, when they dropped Carlton off in the hood, you know, so he adapted,
He did.
right?
He did.
When Will got shot up, Carlton went and got the strap.
Right.
Listen,
He didn't leave his boy
what
flapping.
more we got to talk about? Like,
Right.
yo, he went and got the strap. Like, he had it on him.
Right. So he might have been polished up, wearing
he
ass
might have
looking
shot
like
himself,
Fred
but
Jones.
yeah.
He might have been dressed like Fred Jones. That's neither here nor there.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
But
Carlton was the G. If you really look at it, like, he never changed. Like, he didn't care about what nobody said about him. He did his own thing.
Now Carlton was himself. I don't know about a G, but he was himself.
Carlton, well, when Will got popped, Carlton came to the hospital strapped up.
Yeah.
That make him a G. Wesley. Prior to that point in the scoring line, did you think Carlton had it in to get the strap?
I
No, you didn't think that. No.
No,
What
I
you
didn't.
mean?
Was that a great decision though?
He did what he had to do. That don't matter. Listen, he did what he had to do.
Only the dog survived. That's going on the shirt, baby. I already got the marker.
Was that a great decision?
Was it a great decision?
Yeah.
Shut up.
They just shot your man.
Wes said, man, look, we're gonna talk about it, all right? I'm gonna go.
Carlton was standing on business, Wesley.
He was standing on business, bro. Somebody get the popping at us, Wes.
Standing on business can get you too.
Carlton had two
if somebody get the popping at us and we outside and I got it on me, you gonna feel secure, right?
Well,
all right, then.
Wait. Well, we've been in a situation where shit been happening. We've been together.
Byron, fuck it. It's gonna be like Indiana Pacers, yo.
But was we running?
Well, no, I won't run it, but I'll never run it.
Was we running?
No, we not. Hey,
why was it you think we didn't run?
Well, I won't run it because I don't be running.
One of us was Carlton.
He said one of us was Carlton.
Hey man, if you get me, you gonna get me. But hey man,
listen,
be a situation.
Listen, B ain't gotta show nothing. If I show it, it's going.
Once it's out, it's out.
Once it's out, it's out.
Hey,
you better get up off of it.
Hey, nah, man, we I think we just left. We weren't running, but we just left.
We ain't running from nothing. Listen, come over here.
Them people was getting up on the cars and stuff. It was a situation that night.
Hey, all I'm saying is,
here's the thing though. Here's why I have no fear of most people around here. I know a bullet has no name on it, but these dummies just shoot in the air, try to scare somebody most of the time. It'd be something else. Well, yeah, okay, let me rephrase that. Back in our day, because we old now, these dummies would shoot in the air and not really hit anything.
27.
But now these
fools
just be popping, and they just be popping. They be hitting people randomly. So we got new thugs now. But back in our day, yeah, they just pow, try to scare somebody for the most part. Every once in a while, somebody get hit. Not that we live in a dangerous place, by the way. We don't live in a dangerous place. But yeah, I'm dumb, man. I don't tend to walk around with fear in general. So yeah, I have self-preservation in mind, but at the same time, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. But also, I do tend to hang around with good people. And Byron is good people, so we was good. I always felt I was good whenever I went. But anyway, that's not here nor there. We ain't talking about me.
But we don't. Well, listen, that's because we don't hope. We wish it would.
We wish it would.
We don't hope nothing. We wish it would.
We wish.
We wish.
Hey man, I got a swing or two that might take somebody else. So, I can't do nothing with a bullet, but you roll up on me, you might have a problem.
Calder said.
Now, Calder said they shot Cuz. Now it's time to get active. Oh man,
Smith and Wesson coming through the door.
The Smith and the Wesson. But y'all know back in the day, I never had a said pistol and anything of that nature on me, but I kept a Smith & Wesson knife on me, though. That was something. You made me think about that, Durante. Because I forgot about it.
This is part of the arsenal, West. You got to have something to stick. You got to have something to bang, bang, too. You know.
Hey, man, you roll up on me, you might have had a problem. But
I ain't fucking with Wes. I just...
Well, I used to have that switchblade back in the day, but that got stolen by Byron's homie.
Hey, get off. No, we're not. No, hell no. I'm in this shit. Hey, I'm in this shit. Yo, I'm not getting I refuse to get indicted.
Nah, you know it too.
We ain't gonna put nobody's name. We'll talk about
I don't know shit, bro. I don't know shit.
I'm just gonna say the vehicle. That dude had that Dodge truck.
I don't know who. I don't know shit. I won't dare.
Oh.
Talking about something I know him too. I don't know nobody.
You probably know him too.
We all went to school together, so you can't just say my homie. It was your homie too.
He was my homie. He's your associate. I learned about him through you.
I just met these niggas last year.
You know about everybody through me.
I ain't learned about everybody through you now. Hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah, I just met
that dude and
last
three
year,
other
y'all,
people.
so I don't know nothing.
That maybe, and they were your cousins. Dude, but I learned about everybody through you. That's hilarious. Anywho's
Brent good. Anyway. Everybody else, I don't know nobody in this motherfucker now. Since I just
and Robinson, you gotta have it with you at all times nowadays. She say she stays strapped.
Hey yo, it's people out here got past lives. That shit killing me right now. I swear to God.
Hey man, my life was just my life. It is what it is.
And they tell me if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. That's all
right. That's right.
Says they ready to get caught with it than without it.
Right.
Straight up. The real stories in the comment section.
Yo, there's people really out here walking around with like 17 different lives, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it, bro. I ain't never.
Exactly right. She ready. And then Melissa said TTG. We got people in the comments ready to go out here in these streets.
I'm just
saying, popped at the grocery store for no reason.
Keep your head on the swivel. Don't play no games.
Head on the swivel, straight up.
People always stay ready, but it all depends on how you respond in that situation. Like we're talking about Carlton, and you can be ready, but how ready are you when it really go down?
Sure. All right.
It'd be very interesting, but let's go ahead and get up out of here. We're gonna get y'all up on up out of here for the night,
here, bro. Please save me, yo. God, save me.
If y'all haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to the show. Some of y'all may have liked the page on Facebook, but you may have not followed it. So if you have not, please do so. So that way you can get notified of the stuff we put up, the things we post. If you are watching us on YouTube, please like and subscribe on there. Make sure your
notifications.
Turn on your notifications as well, so that way you can get hit when we go live on there too. Also, I do post clips of the show. I call it podcast bites. So little clips and whatnot of things that we do, because maybe you don't want to sit down and watch the whole show for little things. I clip us up sometimes as well. So, and on Twitch, I think you can just follow us over there if you want to follow us over there, so that way you get notified. We got TikTok, Sex Experts About Nothing, Instagram, but I ain't doing much over there right now, but we'll work on that. And there's a Twitter too that's about experts. But so we everywhere, and definitely check in with us. But with all that being said, Brent, man, what you want to tell people?
Hey man, see something, say something. We told you at the top of the show. We'll reiterate again. It's 2024, man. Go out there and dominate. Make a difference. Move the needle. Also, check out Gifted Hands 08 on Instagram. My wife is the calendar for 2024 starting to book up. You already heard your boy trying to go some places. So I already got some stuff blocked out. So go ahead and get your custom requests in. If you got an event you need her to plan, let her know, because once I fill up the schedule, your date may not be on the books anymore. So holler at us, Gifted Hands 08 on Instagram. Link to her website is in the bio.
As you
Spoken
see
like a
there
true
on the
boss.
screen right now, we out here in these streets. We are actually going to use visuals today. I'm trying to be more professional as well. And so what's in at the bottom? I got a whole new setup. So y'all see it here on the screen if you're watching on Facebook or all those other places that you can see the video version. So it's Gifted Hands 08 on Instagram. And like Brent said, the link to her site is at the bottom. And click on that and get your gifted needs. All right, Byron, man, what you want to tell the people?
Man, you already know. Like what Brent said, he can say it no better, man. Dominate all 2024, man. Big dogs only. Express about nothing. You know what time it is. You don't know the way. You in the way. Only the dogs survive. Big dogs only.
Y'all see what it is? That is bigdogsonly.com. Dog spelled DAWGS only.com. Bigdogsonly.com. Get your hoodies. You know it's cold outside, so keep yourself good and warm. New drops coming soon. I'm sure, Byron, you still got the joggers up here too. Only have the hoodies up at this time. I'm sure.
Yeah, joggers out, man. I'm out of those things.
Sold out of the joggers right now. So if you want some joggers, you gotta wait a little while for the restock.
Gotta wait for them, bro.
But
we coming back strong though.
As you see here, and here, you got the hoodies available. Byron, we need to talk. Got to get them joggers in place for the people, man. It's that time of the year, man.
Yeah.
Got to be for the people. But with all that being said and whatnot, Durante, man, what you want to tell the people?
Don't show my podcast. I mean, don't show my Twitch because I ain't been on in a minute. But
I'm not
new
gonna
year,
do that.
yeah, new year, new me.
Consistency.
AKA
Okay,
me.
I got you.
Shop
Yeah,
Big
new
Dogs
you,
only.
new you.
Yeah,
Hey,
Shop
talk
Big
about
Dogs
that
only.
discount code, Durante.
Y'all check out the code DBRAM11. Give you 20% off. Same thing those guys said. Y'all go dominate a shower. Dominate that motherfucker this year. And dominate a toothbrush. It ain't changed. Y'all already know how we do. Y'all stay safe. Have a good week.
Y'all please do so. Also,
Fly, Eagles, fly.
You talk about people putting your whole government out, and it's literally your username on Twitch. So that's interesting that you say
That man really did reach back. He really did, Durante. He really did reach back.
Get me off this damn thing.
Well, I was gonna say it earlier, but I didn't get a chance to, so I just wanted to have a little call back to that situation and whatnot, because you give people a hard time, but literally your entire
Call
last
back
name
your
is-
neck. How about that? Call that motherfucker back.
I will see what I can do about that. So as soon as you call back your hairline, we'll get the neck going too.
Ain't coming back. I'm gone.
Hey man, it is what it's gonna be. What it's gonna be then. Hey man, I appreciate everybody that came in and joined us tonight. It was a good afternoon. We appreciate you having a conversation with us, and we want you to continue to do so. And like I said earlier, please have your friends come in and join us too. I'm sure some of them will have some love to have some opinions in on what we're talking about. So definitely. And with all that being said, we are out. This has been the Experts About Nothing podcast.